WSBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Oh, yeah.
It's time for Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Now let's have some fun. Here is your host, Johnny Radio.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy, Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder is in the house. Man, we got a bunch of Jays up in here.
Do we?
Yeah,
Oh, your name's John.
John.
That's right.
And then John Morant
Yeah.
in the house last night.
And Jaron has three
And
J's.
Jared and Trey J.
Jared Vanderbilt also.
Man, you know what? Jimmy.
McLaughlin, whatever his first name is, starts with a J too, right? Isn't that right?
Jimmy Buckets, who didn't play last night.
Didn't play.
But you know what, man? Last night, you know what? Let's just say every day's for the Jays. By the way, one of your favorite things to smoke is a what? It's a J.
That Timberwolf pack.
Oh, what does that mean?
That means that we're beating the bleep out of them.
Oh, well, I don't know
We're
if we're
smoking
beating...
on that Timberwolf pack today.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That
yeah,
means that means
sure,
that
Jay.
means
that
we
is
smoked
actually
them.
the dumbest thing you said on the
What do you
radio.
mean? No, that's not. I'm not the first person to make that up. That's like colloquial. That's part of the part of the vernacular. And nowadays the young
What, with
people.
the millennials?
Yeah, the young people. That's right.
I do have to give a little bit of love to Gabe and Stats. Have you heard Millennial Monday and Way Back Wednesday?
No,
It is hilarious.
really?
Yeah, so on Monday,
Because Gabe's a millennial.
Gabe asked Stats a bunch of millennial questions, and then on Wednesday, Brett asked Gabe a bunch of way back questions. It's
Really?
actually funny, and I don't know if you know this.
You
It's
learn
Wednesday.
a lot in that.
It's
way,
Wednesday,
too.
by the way.
Oh, so they'll do that today.
Yes, you do.
And so we can learn. We can
learn
learning quite a bit.
lot today.
I like that.
I think we learned a lot about this Grizzlies team and Ja Morant and his heart in the fourth quarter. I think we also learned a little bit about this basketball team that scares me to death.
It's all heart, John. Grit, grind.
All heart, grit, and grind. Ja was absolutely fabulous in the fourth quarter, but we have to be honest, because we're honest, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you say this to a rookie of the year, to the most improved player, through 2 1/3 quarters? Actually, 2 and like 90% of the third
Most
quarter.
improved in quotes.
He was horrible.
He was very good last night.
Like, he couldn't hit a free throw. He couldn't do anything. And then my man went over and went ham.
But John, even if he definitely played well down the stretch. But that
Not just well down the stretch.
Incredible.
He was incredible down the stretch.
No doubt. And I think that's almost his best skill set and his most valuable
To be able to
skill set.
take over.
A lot of guys can't make shots in those moments, man.
And
it's like
he has
even the best
ice
players
water
in the world
running through his veins.
That's right. He
I mean,
just
he
get a
hit the
bucket.
only 3 in the fourth quarter. He hit the game winner in the fourth
right.
quarter, scored the final 13 points in the fourth quarter. Was just awesome. And I got to give love to Brandon Clark.
Beast. Oh, I love that guy, man.
Did you see how many boards that man got last night? And he got
15, 16.
9 offensive rebounds.
Oh.
9 offensive rebounds, 15 rebounds for the game. Brandon Clark's, his contributions cannot be, you can't overstate them.
Not at all. That
He
guy's
is
something else.
He is. I think he's the best cutter to the basketball that we have on this team. Desmond Bain was actually, for Desmond Bain, was kind of average, but dude, still 9 for 20, 25 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, and 2 steals. The thing that was big was he came up with 3 blocks last night. And it was like almost you didn't notice it because only thing people keep talking about is the jaw dunk in the third quarter. But let's remember.
No, Bain and Clark were a big part. They were even in the
to
game
keep
close
the game,
enough.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. To keep the game close, it was Bain, it was Brandon Clark, and it was just a really big night for basically Ja Morant to close things out. But the one thing I do have to say again, and I want everybody to listen to me and hit me up on the AutoZone text or listener line, 901-360-8255. Get in the zone, AutoZone. I want to hear from you today. Grizzlies fans, I think this team is stacked. I think Taylor Jenkins is dope. I think it's got a very, very deep bench. I think you have contributors all over the place. But, man, it keeps scaring me. These games where Grizzlies only dominated one game, and that was the second game of the series.
Yeah, that's right.
They had to overcome 2 25-point comeback, down deficits in one game to win. They also had to come back. It was 6 minutes and 58 seconds.
It's crazy.
They were down 11 points, and they took over. And Ja Morant went ham, and it worked out. And Big Cat took some stupid three-pointers.
There was a lot of stupid plays down the stretch, like even before this play too. But the one that sticks out for me the most is when the Grizz are up. Grizz are up 2, right? Mm-hmm. Or Grizz are up 1 when the Timberwolves missed that bucket, and they forget to foul Ja. They forget the situation. They just forget what's going on. It takes a minute for them to remember and foul him. That can't happen, man. This is unacceptable. And that stayed in the game. You just forget. It was almost like a boxing match, John. This is an old school reference.
Oh, okay.
Everyone loves to say this,
boxing
right?
match,
where
yeah.
you hit somebody and they're staggered or they fell down and it takes them minutes to get their bearings. Like that's almost what it looked like in form of the basketball game. That run the Grizzlies went on, the Timberwolves just had no response for it. Maybe it's because Beverly's on the bench. Maybe it's just because they're soft and Cat isn't made for the big moment.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that Ja's made for the big moment. He has the ice water. I don't think Big Cat has it.
Anthony Edwards was made for it with that shot.
Hey, Ant-Man, he's a bad man.
And that pass by McLaughlin was nasty.
That was nasty.
Man.
But let's be real. Also, we talk about Ja not making his free throws through the first, basically, 3 quarters.
Yeah, he was like
in
1
the
for
fourth
9.
quarter, he was stroker ace. He was
miss
born
one.
to race. I mean, he was just hoop, hoop, hoop. Big moments he's built for. The one thing I want to ask, though, again, at 901-360-8255. That's 901-360-8255. What scares me about Ja, and again, I'm happy. Last night was insane, man. But Ja, actually, I'm thinking to myself, how long can he continue to get knocked to the floor the way that he does?
Not a discussion for today, John. But you're right. It's a good one.
It worries me.
People don't want to hear that, though, I'm afraid. Because I've been saying that since the day he was drafted, just based on style of play.
His athleticism is
long.
out of control. I mean, he's going to continue to grow and mature. I want to stop seeing him fall into the like the stand behind the basket.
Right.
I want to see him stop hitting the floor so hard. Now, who was it? Malik Beasley he dunked over last night?
Yeah. Malik Beasley played a great game, too, though. It's unfortunately
nobody wants to hear that.
I was about
He's
to
on
say it's
Sports
overshadowed,
Center,
yeah.
getting dunked on and sniffing, his ankles.
Mem, you know how people are saying, John, mem this? Mem this?
Yeah.
Mem these nuts. That's what Ja said last night.
Last night was it was out of control.
I would say that on the radio today.
You did? And you got it off in the first segment.
I did. How about that?
And you got it off in the first segment. Good job.
Thank you. I did get it off. So did Ja.
So did Ja. He got it off.
All up in the face.
There was, 1 second when he made that last little layup right there, which was beautiful.
What are you doing, Anthony?
Go try to steal the ball from Ja.
It's basically a series-deciding game, and you got to make that man shoot over you. I mean, what are we doing gambling right there? This is Game 5. It's series tied 2-2. Make that shot as tough as possible. Dare someone else to score.
Dude, it happened the way it happened. Ant-Man went for the steal.
After
Ja
he's making
went
the
around.
play of the year
did a little loopity-loop.
Loopity-loop. That is what he did. Fillet.
It's a little.
We call it a fillet.
A fillet?
A fillet.
No, I eat fillets, brother.
That's right. But he shoots them as well.
Let me ask you a question. How do you like your fillet cooked?
I want it to still be bleeding.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a medium guy.
No, so am I actually.
Okay. I like a little pink in the middle.
Just rub a flashlight on it.
But when it's like literally still mooing, like I got a couple of friends that eat that, it kind of freaks me out. I'm like, dang, look how much blood is on your plate.
Yeah,
and that's basically what the Grizzlies did. They left the Timberwolves rare. I don't know how they can get up for Game 6. I know they're going back to their house. There are 3 games that the Grizzlies have won. One of them they dominated, and let's just be honest. 2 of them they should have lost. It took miraculous comebacks and miraculous failures and collapses by the Timberwolves for us to get here.
So, okay, John, let's write the narrative, okay? So before the series, you would have said the Grizzlies should win.
Grizzlies in 5.
They should make quick work of this series, right? 5 or 6, right? They should make quick work. They still could win in 6. But the Grizzlies should make quick work of the Timberwolves here. But then, like you just said, they very easily could be already out of the series losing. It could be 4-2, 4-1, 5-game win or 6-game series win for Minnesota, right? Very easily the series could be over 4-1 like that. So how do you feel right now about the Grizzlies? Do you see it as a positive because they're able to win these games that they should have lost, or is it altogether a negative because they're down in these games and make these insurmountable comebacks? You can't keep finding yourself down in those situations. Right?
Man, to me, I feel like sometimes things are just destiny, baby. This team's destined for greatness. I mean, you come back from 25 down twice,
too,
and it is basketball, especially in the NBA today.
24-second shot clock.
You control the fourth quarter, and you control the pace, and then you sometimes, again, palms get sweaty. What is it? Never mind. Palms are sweaty. You know what I'm talking about?
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
Yeah, vomit on your
sweater already.
Sweater on mom spaghetti.
Nervous.
That's what nervous.
But on the surface,
dude,
he looks calm and ready to drop bombs.
No. And let me tell you something. The Timberwolves don't look calm. They look extremely nervous in the fourth quarter. Let me tell you something. They get tight.
Tight buttholes. That's what it is, man. I'm sure. That's what we say in locker room.
That's what they say in
I
the
don't
locker
mean to be
room.
like locker room talk. That's inappropriate for the radio, I feel like, but it's true. That's why Ja's so good, is because his butthole doesn't get tight.
No, he's loose as a goose.
Exactly. And that's what you need.
Yep, you need it, you want it, you got to have some more of it. And I will say, Ja is so impressive. I'm extremely proud. The Memphis Grizzlies, what they did last night was almost as unbelievable as what they did Thursday night last week. You know what I mean?
The 20-point one is better.
Two 25-point comebacks.
Okay.
I don't know.
Points in the teens in 2 quarters is something else.
The way that they waited to the final 6 minutes, it feels like they dominated the whole fourth quarter of that game last Thursday. This one was like, man, I'm telling you, with 7 minutes, I'm going, oh, man, they're not going to pull this one out. They're not pulling this one out. By the way,
they pulled out.
And then they pulled out. And then they won the game. And we don't have to worry about the Timberwolves going back to Game 6 where they could stomp the Grizzlies. The young squad has been dominant. Today at 11:30, we're going to have a basketball talk.
Oh, with who?
With you.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're the one who played college basketball. You're the one who coached college basketball. You're the dude who I walk in some days, and you're like reading playbooks. Like basketball playbooks and studying them.
That's right.
Again.
Thank you for touting my bona fides.
I'm just saying, I think you are very good at having this discussion. What's the best eras in basketball? I was watching your boy,
Mad Dog
today, and he did his top 5 point guards.
In the game today or all time?
He did his all time.
I missed it. I got to see
It was great. It was great. He had Magic number 1. He had Oscar number 2. He had Isaiah number 3.
What a Mad Dog list. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, not that these guys are bad, but, like, come on, man.
It's a very Mad Dog list. Number 4, oh, my gosh, now I'm forgetting.
Nobody that plays in this century, though. Not this century.
No,
no one plays.
He didn't have Chris Paul.
No,
he didn't have anybody. But here's the thing that I was going to say and bring up. Steph Curry was the only one. He had Steph at 5.
Above Chris Paul. Anyway, keep going.
Point.
Because Chris Paul's not a champion. Win it in the final.
Well, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I think that, the 80s with Magic and Bird and Dr. J, they were huge. The physicality of the game back then compared to today is huge.
Different basketball. It's really, you can't compare them.
And I'm bringing this up because of Charles Barkley and Kevin Durant's little bus ride back and forth they're going on.
That's a great quote, though.
It is great. We're going to talk about it at 11:30. We're going to compare eras. And I'm going to make a statement right now. Magic Johnson, and everybody believes Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard ever. Like, that's just like kind of like everybody's cool. Like, for some reason, people argue LeBron and MJ. And that is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. But,
why,
man, I'm going to say this.
Better than MJ?
No, because MJ will smoke LeBron, and he's a better actor than LeBron. Let's just be real.
Well, that's
better basketball
better
player.
Actor, absolutely.
Better actor.
No doubt about it.
What was it, a Looney Tune commercial? I mean, what was that movie? Space Jam.
And SNL appearances, Michael Jordan's were so much better than LeBron's.
Yeah,
no,
LeBron,
no doubt about that.
So, I am all on MJ. But I'm going to ask you a question. Watching Luka, watching Giannis, watching KD, Giannis, they're 7'2" guards that can drop 40 on your face. Could you imagine Larry Legend trying to guard them?
No.
I can't either.
No, not at all.
But here's the one thing. Everybody says it's unequivocally, Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard of all time, right?
I don't agree.
Well, then we're going to talk about it at 11:30, but I want to say one thing to you.
Okay.
So, do you think Luka's bigger than Magic? Did you know?
Yeah, bigger guy, absolutely. And we're not just talking about his gut.
And no, we're not talking about his gut. You want to know something else that's weird?
What?
He's a hell of a lot better rebounder than Magic ever was. And I know Magic played center, and everybody talks about that. But just look at the numbers. Luka gets a lot more boards. Now, who's 100 times?
Physicality.
Who's a better shooter?
Luka.
By what? 10?
Leaps
by
and
20?
bounds, yeah.
Like, dude. So I'm just saying, this is where your era, a lot of people can sit there because Stroker Race was born to race. And these guys out here can shoot it and stroke it.
The rules are different, though.
The rules are different. It's a different game.
That's a huge factor. Because if you weren't allowed to touch Magic, no telling how many rebounds he brings in. You know what I mean?
True that, yeah. They put a body on him.
Oh, and they're like not just a body, they're hitting him.
Yeah, hitting him.
You know, like that's a foul in today's game.
But anyway, I want to open that and let you know at 11:30 we're going to talk a little basketball errors. We're also going to talk a lot of Grizzlies today at 12:30 because Anthony Sane from Grind Time, the tribal chief of Grizzlies Twitter, will join us to talk about last night's Magic. Where does this team go forward? And I'm not talking about Magic Johnson. I'm talking about the Magic that happened in FedEx Forum and John Moran in the fourth quarter. That will be with Anthony Sane. But we're about to get in the leadoff. And I want to remind everybody, you got to stay protected. Do you stay protected?
When I talk to this guy.
Like, well, do you stay protected like your house sitting in your parents' house, right?
That's right.
I said, let's throw a kegger. You were like, nope, I'm good.
That's
I don't
right.
want to get kicked out of my home.
That's correct.
And by the way, your little area, it's bigger than my house, by the way. Very nice. I don't mind leaving. Yeah, your little area over the garage. Dude, you could fit my house in that joint.
You don't know where I live.
I actually do now.
Oh.
Yes, kind of. It's what happens when you go to Germantown with your brother.
Yeah.
Who knows you?
Oh, that's right.
But everyone needs protection. Except for maybe Jay Morgan because he's such a good guy. But I think all of y'all out there, and I don't care if you're on the field, on the road, living in your house, going on vacation, and the person that protects you the best is Bob Simpson at State Farm. Stay protected with your good neighbor, and our good neighbor is Bob Simpson. He'll be there for you in your time of need. Get a free quote at bobsimpson.org or lob my friend a phone call, 901-381-1233. That's 901-381-1233. I'm in the box.
I usually skip over that drum part, but today I decided to let it ride.
Oh, by the way, one day till the draft.
Yeah, no, I you know what I'm doing tomorrow, John. First of all, I changed up the way I'm going to do the analysis. I still have my grades. Tomorrow culminates in my mock draft, and I promise you, I guarantee one thing, John. Have I ever guaranteed anything on the radio before?
I don't know.
Never is the answer. Never done it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get more exactos than Todd McShay and Mel Kiper Jr.
Dig that.
I'm going to get more exactos.
Oh, by the way, can I just tell you something? You are the worst baseball gambler in the entire world.
You know what I already
Quit
did?
gambling on baseball.
No, the Marlins was a great one. Now, the under didn't hit, but we covered with the...
Yes, but you picked St. Louis. I bet
on them again this morning,
only
too.
backed one of your plays.
The Marlins money line?
And by the way,
First
I don't know
five.
if you noticed, I won my plays yesterday.
No, you've been killing
I lost the Grizzlies, but I won my baseball again.
John, I already bet the Cardinals again today because there's no way they get swept, man.
Hey, just keep doubling down
and you know,
and
exactly,
then triple it down.
Exactly. And you know what we're going to do after we win this Cardinals bet is we're going to go back to the well with the Marlins, Pablo Lopez on the bump. We're going to take under first five again and go from there.
By the way, so everybody does know, we have a lot of day baseball, so we'll do day baseball gambling segment today
Card start at noon.
12:15, man. First pitch. Steven Matz pitching for the Cardinals.
Yeah, new acquisition.
Carlos Carrasco.
Dude, the Mets are good. What is no, they'll blow it.
The Mets are good.
They'll
Dude,
blow it.
Oh,
You're
I
a
know.
Mets fan,
They're
aren't
14 you? No, I'm a Buck Showalter fan.
Oh, okay.
And I like this team. Like I want Jake. I can't wait for Jacob DeGrom. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, DeGreasy.
I can't wait for DeGreasy. I like Max Scherzer. He's got the two crazy eyes that are different freaking colors, man.
That's how you know the guy's scary.
Yeah, and I like that. And Pete Alonso. Who can't like the Lumberjack?
No kidding.
Everybody likes Lumberjacks. Oh yeah, have some questions, don't you?
Well, that was the first one. Is are you a Mets fan? Second question, John. Last night the Grizzlies took a 3-2 series lead over the Timberwolves. They go now to Minnesota to try and close this series out, John. What is your confidence level? 1 to 10, let's say. You know what? No. 0 to 100. What's your confidence level that the Grizzlies close this out in 6? And what's your confidence level that the Grizzlies close this out in 7?
69.555%.
For which one?
For
6?
close out in 6.
So it's still more than 50.
Yep, 69. It's almost 70, bro.
That's right.
I said 69.5. Like, I'm trying to get to 70.
69.420.
Yeah, actually 69.42.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
You're a genius,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
What about Game 7?
Game 7, 100.
They're closing it
Chalk that Jun up.
Okay.
You don't come back from 25 twice in one game. You don't come back from 11, a final 658. Ja doesn't have a performance like that. Brandon Clark's playing out of his mind. Desmond Bain's doing everything. Dude, wait till Jaren actually shows up for a game.
Yeah, don't hold your breath.
Don't hold your
But what do you think about Kyle Anderson at the 4 though? Played good minutes.
He
you
did
think
get-
they go
he-
back to the well with Kyle, especially if they play the
Slow-mo-
Warriors?
Slow-mo is freaking me out. The Warriors scared me, though.
Oh, they should. Draymond's gonna play the 5 for like 20 plus minutes.
Yeah, but I will say one thing. We're going to have to get Steven Adams and make Aquaman Hitman. Like, he's going to have to start putting some people down. You know what I'm saying? We got to go back to the 80s, bro.
I think he could have gotten minutes
Physical.
last night, man.
Physical. I'm saying I wanted him to go in there and start jacking some people around.
Especially
throw that
when
big body.
Especially when Cat's off the floor. You
No
can't find
kidding.
any value with them in the game right
It's
there.
a great question.
I don't mean to, I'm not a
These questions need answers.
I'm not a coach critic. They know what they're doing. I guarantee you.
You're not a coach critic?
I do not
You just
criticize
sounded like a
coaches.
critic.
I know, but I say that to criticize.
Hold on,
Taylor Jenkins.
you criticize Penny Hardaway all the time. I turn my mic off.
That's
We go to a
different.
commercial
That's
break,
different. That's
and
different.
you are just like,
That's different. These are NBA
you're
coaches.
still just, let's be
These
honest.
are NBA coaches.
You're
Very different.
butt hurt over
Wrong.
Tubby not
Wrong.
still being in
Not
Memphis.
correct. Not correct at all. I'm
Lunatic.
I'm not going to be critical of NBA coaches.
You think
But
Tubby
there's a lot of
Smith could have
terrible
ever
college
gotten-
coaches.
By the way, you think Tubby Smith could have ever gotten Kendrick Davis to transfer when you got an IARP thing hanging over your head?
Sean,
or bringing a Wiseman?
win a game.
Or he does
what
in February.
difference? What difference
in
does it
February.
make? This is exactly what we did last offseason, right?
Drew
you get all
Timme.
these big guys, and now we're like, oh, Final Four, Sweet 16 or bust.
If it
And then you
wasn't-
start playing games, and you're like, what's going on here? I thought we had the greatest players to ever win a game. I mean, please, come on.
That's it. Give this man a Xanax. Lord have mercy. I am worried about you.
I
But
shouldn't
anyway,
be
I'm
talking
sure you
like
have
that.
another question. Wait. Did I answer the
I
question?
think so. I don't remember anymore.
What was the
I
question?
forgot at this point. John, one more question then.
No, for real. Time out. What was the second question?
I think we answered it, didn't we? Did I
But
say
what was it? Did you eat gummies today?
I didn't. I just don't remember the question. Well, John, because in all the preparation, I usually get here very early.
901-360-8255. What was his
my
dead gum question?
I usually get here early and I write all these questions out and I'm prepared for you. But you know what I've been doing the past few days is preparing for the NFL
I
draft.
think you talked about the Warriors.
Oh,
No?
that's right. No, I did. What the Warriors series? Kyle Anderson being on the floor. You know what?
Oh,
John,
being
doesn't
on the
matter.
floor. You know what? Let's just move on.
It doesn't matter. Last question, John. The Heat closed out the Hawks last night
Without
without
Jimmy
Jimmy Butler
Butler.
and without Kyle Lowry on the floor.
Jinx.
Jinx, you. Dadgummit.
Got you.
John, that's where we're even. John, without Kyle Lowry and without Jimmy Butler on the floor, the Heat had more than enough weapons. Is it time for people to stop doubting the Heat and recognize they're the 1 seed in the East?
Man, you've been watching Winning Time.
Yes.
Would you doubt Riles?
Absolutely not. And you
Pat
see the,
Riles.
Did you see the chain Spose got on?
Spose got the chain. And by the way, when you're dripping like that and you're willing to fight Jimmy Butler just a couple weeks back, I ain't down the Heat for nothing,
No,
man.
the coach is going at it with Jimmy.
Dude.
I hear UD and Jimmy Butler still have a little beef too.
And
And Victor
by
Oladipo
the way,
scores 20. Come
bam,
on,
bam,
man.
ba-bam, bam.
And Bam scores 20. Best defensive player in the league, I think.
Ba-bam.
Good gracious. I mean, talk about, they were like, it's just Jimmy Butler and a bunch of other guys. No.
Nope.
It's only that because Jimmy Butler's on the floor. But when he's not on the floor, you see, oh my God, this is the deepest team in the NBA.
Speaking of that game, you know who they beat?
The Hawks.
Well,
and
this-
Trae Young hit one off the backboard in the fourth quarter, and Twitter went abuzz.
They did, but can I just be honest with
Please
you?
do.
There's a lot of bad history in Atlanta sports. You know what I mean by that? There's some really boneheaded plays that the Braves have made throughout their career.
28-3.
Look at the Falcons. You remember that lead they blew?
28-3.
Do you remember that?
I bet on the Patriots at halftime of that game.
Oh my goodness, a genius right there. Again, I called you a genius twice in 1 second. But they've had Eugene Robinson, remember? The day of the Super Bowl.
Of course.
I don't know if
idea
you
what you're talking about.
He the
I'm
day
not
of
an
the
NFL
Super Bowl at 9:30 in the morning, he tried to pick up a prostitute, and she happened to be a cop, and he got arrested. Man, I better double
Worth
check
the
that.
risk. Worth the risk.
Hold on,
though, I
Eugene
think.
Robinson. Well, he wanted to be relaxed. He was-
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Worth the risk. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Eugene Robinson
Mean Gene.
arrest on Super Bowl.
Isn't that what they called him, Mean Gene?
I think this is real. I hope I didn't just recklessly.
No, that's all right.
Throw
John. It wouldn't be
somebody's-
the first time. I think
Yeah,
that's-
Eugene Robinson was arrested by an undercover Miami police officer who was posing as a prostitute less than 24 hours before kickoff. He was
Super Bowl
charged,
live?
and by the way, he was the NFL Man of the Year.
Well, Man of the Year can't like getting down and dirty.
I mean, he can.
Well,
But by the way, you know what?
He
If
was so
if-
charitable with
hey,
his time.
If he was
willing
in
to pay
Manhattan
prostitutes.
now, but the times have changed because now, like, it's legal in Manhattan.
Ricky Williams.
I mean, it's going to probably spread. Oh, yes,
Not
smoking
prostitution,
weed.
but that's marijuana.
Yeah, he was smoking weed, and now nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
I
Now, I
don't-
think he owns a
Do
weed
you
business.
think somebody can? Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah.
Anyway, John, I think it's time for a break.
Don't you dare touch that dial. We'll be right back talking about the NBA, the history, and what do you think about the players today? Join us on the AutoZone text and listener line 901-360-8255. Get in the zone, AutoZone, on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Let former Memphis Tiger Gabe Kuhn and Brett Norsworthy take you home every afternoon with Sports Time on Sports 56. Weekdays from 3 to 6 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. Roofing and siding, gutters too. We're the pros you can trust to get it done right. Call on us. 5-Ash Roofing, the name to know. 5-Ash Roofing, the only way to go. 5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. 5-Ash Roofing.
Is that not the corniest thing you've ever heard? Can you believe I paid good money for that silly jingle? Well, the experts say make it memorable, and I think I got my money's worth. 5-Ash Roof Services, proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. 5-Ash Roofing, 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
The Jeep Celebration event in Ram Truck Month is still going strong at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. Get legendary performance in 2022 Dodge Challenger XST, $398 a month or $32,415. Looking for supercharged and super fast? 2022 Dodge Charger XST, $439 a month or $35,780. And workhorse ready 2022 Ram 1500 Tradesman, $445 a month or $35,890. And don't miss 2021 Fiat 500X, $289 a month, 30 mpg highway. Plus trade up and get more for your ride at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat. So drive past the rest and come to the best or shop online, GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
84 months at 3.99, 3,500 down, must finance through Chrysler Challenger, NH128,583, MSRP 33,415, Charger XST, NH126,525, MSRP 36,780, 1,500, MSRP 39,140, 500X, MP9, 45,5410, MSRP 28,560, includes all rebates and incentives, excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/30/2022, dealer stock only.
Whoa, Greg's up.
He's never up this early.
Hey, guys. Okay, so this is called the Bell Breakfast Box from Taco Bell. Oh, thanks. I can read.
And that's a coffee. Helps you open your eyes.
And that's a breakfast burrito. You can start from either end.
You guys always this condescending in the morning?
Pretty much.
Wake up with the new $5 Bell Breakfast Box, filled with a grande toasted breakfast burrito, hash brown, 2 Cinnabon Delights, and a coffee. At limited participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. Drinks excludes freezes.
Hi, this is Lauren Choate with Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing. Choate's has been serving the Mid-South for over 60 years, and we want to say thank you to our customers. Without your referrals and repeated business, we would not be in business as long as we have been. We promise to continue to run our company with dignity and quality service that we have for all these years. Those who do not use us, we invite you to take advantage of our $60 spring AC tune-up, which includes washing out the dirt in your condenser coils, checking your refrigerant pressures, checking your electrical components, and replacing customer-provided filters. Keeping your AC system maintained can reduce your heating and cooling utility bills by as much as 30% and also help reduce unwanted breakdowns by as much as 80%. Just like maintaining your vehicle, your HVAC system needs to be serviced routinely to work at its best. Call Choates today at 347-8086 or visit our website at choateshvac.com to schedule schedule your $60 AC tune-up. And remember, Choates, let our family serve your family.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Memphis's only Top Golf Swing Suite at Erling Jensen's Small Bites. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy, Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan's in the house. It was an amazing night down at FedEx Forum. The Grindhouse was bumping because Ja Morant went just like that little game you used to play where they'd be like, he's on fire.
NBA Jam.
Dude, see? Like, you know all these things. NBA Jam. Ja Morant was like the living version of NBA Jam. En Fuego. And it's Spanish, right?
That's right.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm a
For
linguist.
On Fire.
On Fire. Man. Ooh, I'm good at this. But no, it was really amazing, number one. And number two, it has me thinking about basketball. And it has me thinking about how this Grizzlies team is just flat out amazing. I said 69% they win Game 6 on the road in Minnesota.
That's right.
100% they win if they are forced to play in a Game 7.
They close it out.
They will close it out. And my man, Raider Corey, hit me up. AutoZone text and listener line, 901-360-8255. He said, I did a little research. You know what? We might need to hire this guy. He's doing research.
More than I did today.
Well, obviously. He said, I did a little research, and the Grizzlies are the first team to be down double digits heading into the fourth quarter in 2 games and come back to win. Take that for data. And by the way, I feel like that's a saying. Take that for data.
Yeah, remember, that's what David Fizdale said.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I couldn't remember where that came from.
Take that for data.
I love that. I'm glad you can remember. By the way, do you remember Cash Me Out Girl or whatever?
Yeah, Catch Me Outside.
Catch Me Outside Girl.
She had a big payday.
Dude, how did she get so rich?
OnlyFans, yeah.
For real, people just wanted to see her.
She's a rapper, too.
And what did she say? Cash Me Outside?
No, she doesn't have a song called Cash Me Outside.
Why not?
How about that?
How about that? Is that what her song is? How about that?
No. That's what the end of the phrase is. Catch me outside. How about that?
By the way, if y'all don't know that lady, I'm sorry. I just
Dr.
wasted
Phil.
30 seconds.
She was like 12 when she was on that show.
Yeah, she's rich.
And she was barking at middle-aged women in the audience.
Yes, she was. But I will say the dogs that are barking, it's got to be the Grizzlies. Again, take that for data.
That's what people say when their feet hurt, John.
What?
My dogs are barking.
Is that really what they say?
Yeah, you never heard that?
No.
Oh, I love that phrase. My dogs are barking because your feet are the dogs, and the pain that you feel from their soreness is the barking.
Ah, interesting. This is something I've never, ever done, but it's okay. Thanks for interrupting me.
Sorry,
and I'm going to do a little radio for a minute. Is that cool?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
but the thing I want to tell you is we're going to talk about, and I want to know how y'all feel, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, the state of the game today. Watching Ja Morant dunk all over Beasley's face. And just like I said, Magic. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because watching Mad Dog give his top five point guards of all time had me thinking, right now, Ja Morant, Chris Paul, Luka Doncic. Dude, let me tell you something. There's Kevin Durant can play the point. I mean, Giannis is just a superstar. Like the athletes that they have on the court today are absolutely sick. I don't think they're as physical as they were back in the 80s. I don't think we could get here without Bird, Magic, Dr. J, Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, Akeem the Dream Olajuwon, Chuck. And we're talking about Charles Barkley. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because Charles Barkley, who never won a title, by the way. You know that, right?
He didn't.
Nope. He
Famously.
tried. He tried hard, but he failed. Kevin Durant's got 2 of them. Did you know that? He's also got 2 MVPs.
Depends on who you
Finals
ask,
MVP. Well, he did go and he did go and join a super team, but he was the Finals MVP in both of those championships.
That's right.
So that you got to give him a little street cred for that, right? Now, we can't blame him for being stupid, can we? Because there's a lot of stupid people. There'd be a lot of blame to go around the country. And I know it was dumb to leave Golden State to go to Brooklyn to join up with Kyrie. Like, does the Brooklyn team have a winning do they have like a history of winning things? Nope. Kyrie couldn't get along with LeBron James, and they won the junt. thanks to Draymond Green cup checking people. But man,
They
went
got along. At
like
the
that
time,
was
I think.
dumb. No, but for what Kevin Durant did was dumb.
Right.
And I know they couldn't win when he was in Oklahoma City, even though he had a young James Harden, Russell Westbrook, or Brooke. What's his name? I can't even remember. We call him
Russell Westbrook.
Brick. Yeah, no, but he couldn't win it, according to Chuck, driving the bus. So he's just a bus rider. And he said he didn't want to hear anything about all these bus riders in the NBA today. Basically saying that his back when he played the game, it was totally different. There weren't bus riders. There were bus drivers. And Chuck even
What an analogy.
Chuck came in. This is Charles Barkley.
I heard it.
By the way, he was also mixing cocktails, so he might have been drinking.
They're drinking every night.
They are drinking every night, aren't they? Dude, I want a job where I can just come to work and drink.
Well, be a Hall of Famer.
Well, let's just get Tito's to sponsor that joint because they sponsor the show already. Like, I should be allowed to bring in Tito's, shouldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I don't know if you know this. Tito's handmade vodka. It's simply the best. It's crafted and distilled right here in the United States. Yes, U.S. vodka, corn, 100% naturally gluten-free. Absolutely delicious. Slightly sweet. Black pepper note. It balances everything out, whether you're crafting a cocktail or you're just drinking it neat. Tito's handmade vodka. If life hands you lemons, Jay, just make a lemon drop. Just make sure it's with Tito's handmade vodka. Because I don't want to do the whole 5 fingers, what they say to the face thing. Telling you, make sure it's Tito's. Now, talking about basketball again. Chuck is kind of, dumping on KD. Well, KD came back at him. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Showed pictures with him, all these great players, like Moses Malone, with Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, Scottie Pippen, all the,
Dr. J.
Dr. J, no. Was it? Yeah, he was.
There was one with Dr.
That was,
J.
yeah, there was one, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, shows these great pictures of him playing and balling and not winning anything. And then Chuck gets actually in a bus, takes a picture of him driving a bit. Like, who just let Chuck drive a bus?
Yeah, he shouldn't have given him 24 hours to repair a comeback. It was a
pretty good comeback.
move by KD.
I think it was all fair.
No, it's all funny.
But here's what I want to bring up. Does some people like me who think the LeBron, Michael Jordan, I think LeBron, Michael Jordan, like the comparison is stupid. I think MJ's the greatest player, period.
What's not stupid?
It is too. LeBron James isn't even the greatest player right now. And I know he's like, 37? Giannis, KD. Giannis is the best player on the planet right now.
You don't see any argument
No, I
in
don't.
favor of LeBron
I see him going and joining a bunch of super teams, destroying the Lakers franchise. He can't win it with Anthony Davis. Barely won it. I mean, if it's not for Ray Allen, my man doesn't win it in Miami. They got beat by Dallas, remember? Come on, Michael Jordan didn't lose when he got to the finals. Holmes. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, not even a comparison. But I will say, the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, right now the athletes, I'm sorry, they're better than at any time in history.
I agree.
I mean,
and you're not allowed to touch them.
And you're not allowed to touch them.
I'm not, and that's not railing on the refs. I love these rules. This is the way basketball should be played.
I like the way things are going. But what I'm telling you right now is, like I said, could you imagine Giannis or Kevin Durant, who are 7'2" guys that have guard handling skills, who can also get down there? Giannis especially can get down there in the paint and bust you
he's a
up.
center.
He's a 0.5. A point, point forward.
He's like Jokic.
Yeah, center. Yeah, he's like, yeah, but he's more athletic.
And he's a better center.
But could you imagine, and what I'm saying is think back to those days. And everybody talks about Larry Bird, how great he was. And I talk about Larry and Magic and MJ. And Larry was great and tough and gritty and a big-time competitor. John Stockton's a great point guard. I love John Stockton.
One of the best.
Him and Karl Malone, the mailman, they delivered, didn't they? Except for not against Michael Jordan, you idiot. But could you imagine little John Stockton today trying to guard somebody that's 6'7" across the board, like the Miami Heat? Or, who was it the other night? It was just every single person on the court. Yeah, it was the Miami Heat. Mm-hmm. Everybody was 6'7"
and they can
or
switch
taller.
and they can still switch 1 through 5.
And they can switch 1 through 5. And you got little Trae Young out there trying to do his thing, and he can't.
You're right.
Because he's little.
Yeah. You're right. And to the Hawks' credit, they gave him a good fight last night. But no Jimmy Butler, no Kyle Lowry, obviously. No, I'm with you. I think John Stockton certainly could play at a high level.
Well,
if he
could play,
NBA
but you know what? He'd be like Tyus Jones. the best backup point guard in the NBA. I'm just kidding. I love John Stockton in the Jazz.
No,
he was a baller.
But he would have been. Yeah, no, he would have been. That's hard to say. I don't love that one. I love John Stockton, one of the best point guards ever. But no, he
is.
He couldn't hold the cup with like Steve Nash or Chris Paul though. Also, wow, Steve Nash wasn't on Mad Dog's list. What are we doing?
Dude, hell no. He got 2 MVPs, I know, but what did he win?
That's a team accomplishment.
It's
What
a team
are we doing with that's the way we judge greatness? That's what Mad Dog's gripe is about. He's like, you people today, my God. I mean, everyone wants to crown everyone as the greatest player ever. How you win a championship?
Hey, John Stockton didn't win a championship. He lost twice in the NBA Finals,
Not
too.
great enough.
By the way, I'm
Not
sorry,
good enough.
MJ, the greatest of all time.
Yeah, not good enough.
But what I'm saying is his magic. He's the big point guard. He's the guy that everybody looks to. And Oscar Robertson, what he's done. Well, Russell Westbrook. He had averaged a triple-double today. It's not just the Big O who did it. Now Russell Westbrook,
Again,
who's not even a top 5 point guard.
You're not allowed to touch anybody, though. nowadays.
James Harden, I don't even think he's a top 5 point guard. I mean,
No,
he's not. He's
even
got a
point guard.
good beard and hangs out with the baby. You know?
Da baby.
But what I'm saying is Luka's bigger than Magic. He's a better shooter than Magic. He's a better rebounder statistically. I still think Magic, yes, was a greater player. I'm being
Well,
I'm not being
but
foolish.
no.
But what I'm
you
saying,
can
if you look at the
separate
size
'em.
of people today, if you look at how big the game has gotten, and no, we don't have a Shaq, and no, I don't think there's centers like Kareem from back in the day or
Giannis
the
is
Wilt
Shaq.
Chamberlain. You know what? He's not Shaq.
He's not as big.
They don't have it, an Akeem. I'm just saying it's a different game today. But all 5 positions, everybody and their grandmother can shoot. Everybody can get rebounds, assists. Everybody can. I mean, it's a different style of basketball.
Totally different.
And I think it's a great style of basketball. And I'm not trying to Ja Morant is amazing. And he's a little guy. But he's 6'3" and he's a little guy.
Couldn't play in the 80s.
Physicality.
Couldn't play in the 80s.
Probably,
but that's not a fair criticism. He shouldn't have to.
Because he shouldn't have to.
He shouldn't have to.
He's just a young man. And the point is, though, is because they were throwing elbows and jacking people, and they were doing blow on the road.
You had to be able to take a hit like a boxer.
Yeah.
Legit. And nowadays, there is no hits to be taken. And again, this is not criticizing the game. It is way better this way. You kidding me? I mean, no one wants to see. I mean, it was speaking for myself because some people are like, why don't they let you do what you used to hand check? You can't even touch the guy anymore. But no, man, the game is so much better today, like you're saying. And it's hard to say what would Luka have done if he played in Magic's generation and Magic would have done in Luka's generation. But you just look at skill sets. What can Magic do better than Luka? I don't think anything.
He can pimp it.
Yeah.
He can pimp it. Like, watch Winning Time,
More
dog.
ladies.
Much more ladies.
More ladies.
Like Luka, I'm telling you right now, Luka would have trouble with $1,000 on the red light district.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
he
is
would.
that? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think
you
so.
seen him flirt with that ref?
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
There's a female ref, and he goes,
Uh-oh.
where's the foul? And she's like, what are you talking about? What foul? What foul? He's like, me fouling for you. Like, falling for you.
Are you joking?
He said that in the game.
That is like the coolest thing I've
I
ever
know,
heard
right?
of.
It's a female
Like,
ref.
it's kind of lame, but it's the coolest thing I've
Cool.
heard of.
I mean,
all
he had
day.
the wherewithal in the middle of a game to still spit game on the lady ref.
Man, sometimes you just got to spit that game.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, what do y'all think out there? 901-360-8255. Let me know.
Does Trae Young look like a lollipop that you found under a couch?
You know what? Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know that's not the
sticky
question
and
you wanted
hairy.
to ask,
But you know
but-
what? By the way, this is the other thing. And this is the other statement. I talked about this a little bit. Atlanta, Eugene Robinson.
Mean Gene.
What was it, 28-3?
23.
Falcons failing in the Super Bowl and giving Tom Brady another one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Kyle Shanahan can't coach.
The Braves couldn't win but one championship when they had the best dead-gum starting pitching in the history of the world.
And the best switch hitter to ever play baseball.
And who is that you're saying?
Chipper Jones.
Oh, okay, yes. I was checking. I didn't know if you were going. I was trying to think like to Terry Pendleton. He was a
Chip?
switch hitter, wasn't he?
Maybe.
I think he was.
Adley Rutschman's going to take over that mantle, though, for a Chipper.
Oh,
Best
shut
switch hitter
up.
ever.
You're not allowed to talk baseball, but we're talking baseball on the other side. But if you're looking for something to eat, look no further than Los Cabos. They have 3 amazing locations and a 4th one coming soon to South Haven at 3964 Goodman Road. You can go to 66 Stage Road. You can go to 2037 Exeter or right down the street from us. I went and ate at Los Cabos the other day. 6542 Quince. Got me a little chili poblano. Got me some cheese dip and this bean dip stuff. And then I got a whole lot of tequila because they have one of the most premium. They have probably the largest selection of premium tequilas in Memphis. Head on over to Los Cabos. Make it your favorite destination. And guess what? You know how the show's called Johnny Radio's Happy Hour?
That's your name.
Yes. But you know, my happy hour is only 2 hours. Los Cabos has happy hour daily, 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock. That's daily, 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock. You heard me right. Head on over there, and plus, don't forget to get their fajitas, their burritos. Everything over at Los Cabos is absolute fire. Baseball and bets on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Get your afternoon started with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane and Sports 56 Grind Time. Weekdays from 1 to 3 on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Grapevine Liquor and Wine has the largest selection of bourbon in North Mississippi and wines from all over the world. Let Jimmy the Delta Boy help you select the perfect spirit or wine to impress. Whether you're looking for the best price or a certain flavor profile, Grapevine Liquor and Wines has it. If you want good southern treatment and the hottest prices, Grapevine Liquor and Wine, Getwell Road, South Haven.
Hotty toddy, gosh almighty, where do you get your bourbon? Flim flam, bim bam, Grapevine, by damn.
This week on RVER, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
Hey, Chief, we got a damaged RV on its way to the OR.
Well, that sounds like a job for the new head of RV surgery.
Wait, are you promoting me?
Congrats, Martinez.
Doctor, that RV's flatlining.
Well, that sounds like a job for the new head of nursing.
So you're just promoting everyone now?
Yeah, kind of looks that way, doesn't it?
When your RV really needs saving, Progressive has you covered. See if you could save with a leader in RV insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, covered subject to policy terms.
What's wrong, darling?
Work.
I thought you loved your job.
I do, but the boss put me in charge of his corporate luncheon. His bosses are coming. So now I got to figure out something about food.
Hey, have you called Charlie Robertson at Three Little Pigs?
I haven't, but that's a great idea.
That shoulder pack that we got for Mom and Dad's anniversary was killer, honey. And you get a half gallon of coleslaw, half gallon of cooked beans, and all the trimmings with the 24 buns and everything.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
You remember we took the kids there and we had so much fun, and the kids love the ribs and they don't even like ribs.
Oh, that catfish. Oh, yeah, Three Little Pigs. And I got all stressed out for nothing.
Three Little Pigs at the corner of White Station and Quince. A slow-cooked pork shoulder you can have on a sandwich, or you can even have it catered. Plus delicious grain-fed catfish that melts in your mouth. Three Little Pigs Country Breakfast. All the trimmings will get you ready for any day. Three Little Pigs Barbecue, where we serve no swine before it's time. 901-685-7094.
I've got Jeff Allen on the line over there at Gossett Kia South, and we're ready to hear what's shaking over there on Mount Moriah.
We are shaking up the competition with our crazy deals at Gossett Kia South on Mount Moriah. Check this out, Randy. I've got a 2022 Kia Forte LXS $219 a month and a 2022 Kia Soul LX $229 a month. Both 36-month lease and $27.99 due at signing.
I'm ready for vacation, Jeff. What you got?
Let the adventure begin in a 2022 Kia Sorento LX $299, 36-month lease and $39.99 due at signing.
And always equipped with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia South on Mount Moriah.
2680 Mount Moriah or KiaMountMoriah.com. All 36-month leases, $650 acquisition fee, 30,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Forte, NE 472,058, MSRP 21,270, Soul in 782,8937, MSRP 22,005, Sorento NG 116, 389, MSRP 31,170. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Kia. Excludes tax pilot license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 5/2/2022. Dealer stock only.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Memphis's only Top Golf Swing Suite at Erling Jensen's Small Bites. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. That's intense right there, man.
Yeah, it's like get you going.
Ooh, man. Kind of stressed me out.
Oh, really?
Feel like I need a drink. Well, thank goodness I'll be off here in about an hour and 10 minutes.
Sponsored by Tito's.
Yes, and I am sponsored by Tito's. I love Tito's and water, actually. Did you know that's my drink of choice? Yeah.
I got to turn my mic on.
Do you know
Let
why?
me try again. Really?
I hydrate and I get drunk.
Do you know that Kevin Garnett used to drink Gatorade mixed with coffee before games and before 9 a.m. practice and stuff?
That sounds like an enema. Like, that's disgusting.
Insane. Well, he said he had to get going, so he needed the amount of sugar that comes from a Gatorade and the caffeine that comes from coffee. And together, because you got like rookies.
No wonder KG was always mean mugging everybody.
Well, because you got to run up and down, and you got these rookies that you got to tell them who's boss and show them what life is like in the NBA. And so you can't take one sprint off or one 9 a.m. practice off. You got to come ready to go.
You got to come ready to go.
That's what he did.
By the way, I came ready to go today. I got some baseball for you. We're going to do a little gambling segment right here with Jay Morgan.
I don't know if you want.
All you have to do is fade Jay. I hate to
That's
say
not
this.
true at all, by the way. Look, the only bad bets I've given out are the Cardinals. Like, please. I mean, John, I'm an expert. I'll say it. You know, I don't like to toot my own horn, tout my bona fides. I'm an expert. Look, the Cardinals are winning today. They've lost 2 to the Mets. Yes, the Mets are kind of good, okay? Blah, blah, blah. They ain't losing 3, John. They're not getting swept by the Mets. The Mets will blow it. Bet the Cardinals today. You're getting plus 110 in a lot of places. That's a guarantee, John. They're not getting swept. John, are the Cardinals getting swept? They're not getting swept.
They're
John,
not getting swept.
Cardinals getting swept?
Nope, they're not getting swept.
Exactly. So bet the Cardinals.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah!
Hey, I told you the Braves were going to take care of business, didn't I?
They did.
You loved that, didn't you?
I did.
Also jumped all over the Astros yesterday.
What about the Marlins pitching Pablo Lopez tonight?
Yeah. And again, I did lose the Dodgers, but dude, I've covered so many games this year, minus the 1.5. Thank you, Dodgers. You've made me so much money. I can't be mad at last night. Please. Plus the Grizzlies, if you didn't know and were sleeping under a rock.
They won.
Or if you just came out of
That's not a baseball.
If you just got out of jail, maybe, and you hadn't heard. Ja Morant's awesome.
No, they heard in jail.
Crazy fourth quarter. Yeah, they got televisions, right?
They heard in jail.
You think so?
I think so.
I think because Beale Street was bumping?
Maybe.
Because FedEx Forum, the lid blew off? Maybe. But anyway, we have to get to our gambling, man. Are you ready to gamble?
Cardinals plus 110. John, you're up.
12-15. We got the Cardinals. Steven Matz is pitching. Carlos Carrasco is pitching.
And you better get it in because you want to take these winnings so you can bet later.
I am scared to death to touch the Cardinals.
I can't believe
I
it.
am going to dip my toe into the water just because I want you to win one so bad. And I see that you're doing the double jinx as you're wearing a Mets hat today.
But betting
John, the Cardinals.
Do you know why? Because they're my daddy right now.
They
scored 5 in the 9th, and then they beat us yesterday. So you got to wear the Mets hat.
The Mets are your daddy.
They're my daddy.
Pedro Martinez. Who's your daddy? Dude, Pedro Martinez threw down his daddy. Remember that?
Well, it wasn't his daddy, but it was somebody's daddy. Might have been somebody's granddaddy.
It was a geriatric old man. That was hilarious.
Pedro Martinez, man, what a fastball on that guy.
Oh, I know. Great pitcher. Now, the Royals, the White Sox, they play today. Zach Greinke is on the rubber.
AL baseball.
Dylan Cease. He is pitching. He's 2-1. The White Sox have been straight trash. They're 6-10 on the year after starting hot. They're minus 185. And you know why? Because Zach Greinke is not very good. And the Royals, they have one really good player. And I'm actually not talking about their – actually, okay. I'm sorry. They have 2 good players. Is that fair to say?
Sure.
Do you like the Royals at all?
No. I don't watch AL baseball, John. So, that's your domain.
Salvador Perez is their best player.
Yeah, but people
and then you got Bobby Witt Jr. is a baller. Outside of that,
you picked him to win Rookie of the Year.
You got Carlos Santana, who plays a guitar playing first, man. You got Nicky Lopez. Who is Nicky Lopez?
He's a
guy.
He's a guy.
He's just a guy. Andrew Benintendi, he couldn't make it with Boston. Now he's over in Kansas City. You got Michael Taylor. Whit Merrifield, please.
Well, they don't play on the same day.
I am taking the White Sox today. They're going to get the old monkey, the proverbial monkey off their back. I like the White Sox. They won yesterday 6-0. I think the winning continues. White Sox jack up the Deadgum Royals. That's also a very early game. It's at 110. Do you like that game?
Nicky Lopez had 500 bats last year, John.
Well, so what? Nicky Lopez wasn't any good.
No, he hit 300 last year.
Oh.
On base percentage 365.
Oh, Nicky Lopez. Nicky Lopez sounds
But to be fair, I didn't know who he was either.
He sounds like Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, that's Shane Bieber you're thinking of.
No. Shane Bieber was horrible the other day.
Was he?
By the way, do you like Urias?
I don't watch.
And I said Urias, not the planet.
You're right. No, I do like Urias.
You like Julio down in the schoolyard?
Yeah.
Well, I'm taking the Dodgers again. I'm going to ride the minus 1.5. I can't help it, dude. I'm taking it.
How about Bryce Wilson on the bump today for Pittsburgh? Former Brave. I had a lot of high hopes for Bryce Wilson.
It's 10-6 on the year. No, I'm sorry. It's 11-6 on the year taking the Dodgers minus the 1.5. That's not bad, is it? Not
No.
bad at all.
Could be worse.
Could be worse. Now, do you like Drew Rasmussen?
Sure, for the Rays.
Yes, he is. Tampa Bay's minus 35. Wrong team favored. We're actually going with the M's. They're 11-6. A lot of people don't know that. Marco Gonzalez is pitching. My man's not bad at all. Tampa Bay's not hitting the ball very well. They're not pitching the ball very well. And I think the M's get the big W down at Tropicana Field. Now, Jordan Montgomery is on the bump.
Yeah, you gave me a rule last week that you have to bet against Jordan Montgomery.
Yes, and then
But they're playing the O's.
But they're playing the O's, and they are so
You
bad.
get good money on that money line for the O's, though. They got to win one eventually.
Dude,
this might be the time to pull the
this
trigger.
is where you take Jordan Montgomery. You take the Yankees minus what? 1.5. That way your odds aren't. You don't have to lay 265.
But what if you wanted to take the Orioles, John?
I wouldn't take the O's.
But what if you did?
Well, Tyler Wells is when it comes to pitching, is trash.
Well, but so is Jordan Montgomery. No, Jordan Montgomery really isn't trash. He had a bad outing last time, though. That's a definite, right?
Well, do you know Mark Leiter Jr.? He actually is the son of a really good pitcher, Al Leiter.
Al Leiter.
And he's not very good right now. He was great in college, great prospect. Charlie Morton's on the bump for the Braves.
Wait, how is Mark Leiter Jr. Al Leiter's son, too? Is that right?
Yeah.
Because Mark Leiter would have to be his dad's name.
No. Actually, you know what? That's a great question.
His dad is Mark Leiter.
Mark Leiter. Oh, you know what? Al Leiter has a kid, though, in
Jack
baseball.
Leiter.
Jack Leiter. You know what? If I see Leiter, I'm thinking he's a pitcher.
John, I feel like
By the way, this guy's a pitcher.
John, I feel like I only have like 2 friends anymore who even know who Al Leiter is. Isn't that sad? What a legend that guy
I'm one
was.
of your friends.
Well, you are. You're my buddy, but not my contemporary buddy. You know, you're not a millennial.
No, that's correct. I'm not. But I like the Braves minus the 1.5. And what did I tell you about them Angels, bro? They did it last night. Shohei Ohtani's on the bump. He's only 1-2, and he's got a 4.4.
Plesac, though,
yeah,
John.
Zach is
nephew
good.
of Dan Plesac.
Listen, you were killing me.
It's true.
I know it's true. But now we're talking MLB hosts and former pitchers as well.
I honestly, John, I could talk about pitcher. Honestly, I would like a baseball league that's only made up of sons of former major leaguers. Like, you have to be a child of a former major leaguer.
Vlad Guerrero Jr. would be the best. King Griffey Jr. would have been the best in history. Barry Bonds,
Bo
actually Barry Bonds.
Oh, no, how about this?
Bo
Dads
Bichette, by the
and
way, hit that
sons.
grand
Has
slam.
to be dads and sons. So Dante Bichette in the outfield with Bo at second. How about that?
Short.
Well, he can play second too, John.
Short.
Because my shortstop is going to be Bobby Witt Jr.
Oh, no, he's playing third, though.
No, my third baseman is going to be...
Nope, it's Bobby Witt Jr. Anyway, don't you dare touch that
Fernando
dial.
Tatis Jr. shortstop.
We're doing a little gambling on a beautiful, beautiful afternoon in the Mid-South. Especially as beautiful after Ja dunked all over everybody's face and had a fourth quarter that nobody will ever forget. We're going to talk a little Hardwood, and then we're going to talk Grizzlies with Anthony Sane, the tribal chief of Grizz Twitter, today at 12:30. Don't you dare touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
You shout and no one seems to hear.
So you need to sell your house? I have the solution. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Any house, any area, as is. It's literally as simple as that. Just pick up your phone. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Guaranteed to close in 5 days. If you need to sell your house fast, call Bill at 901-406-1101. That's Bill at I Buy Houses.
Hey, if you're hungry for great Mexican food for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, got it. La Guadalupana. Guadalupana. Choose from tacos, burritos, enchiladas, sizzling shrimp, beef, or chicken fajitas, and even a Cuban sandwich filled with Mexican sauces, chicken, ham, steak, jalapenos, avocado, and more. How about super nachos topped with melted cheese, beans, sour cream, guacamole, tomato, and jalapenos? All great with nice cold beer, domestic and imported. Good prices, generous portions, great service at 2 locations, Summer Avenue and Cordova Road. La Guadalupana.
The Family Leisure family is growing, and they want you to help them grow even more. Family Leisure is now hiring for multiple positions. They're looking for self-motivated, goal-oriented people to come and join their family. Some of the positions include sales for swimming pools, hot tubs, and patio furniture. There's sales and associates for chemicals. Parts and service department associates are needed. Service technicians, you got to have a valid driver's license, and cashiers are needed too. Family Leisure is also looking to add to their installation crews for building above-ground pools. Send your resume to Family Leisure now, 2120 Whitten Road, Memphis, Tennessee, 38133, or email memphis@familyleisure.com. You can also call 901-371-9090. So come and join the family at Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun and you all come together.
Add a little excitement to your sports watching experience by betting on all the action on FanDuel Sportsbook. There's a reason why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. Their app is simple to use. They've got great odds on all different betting markets, unique fun bet types like same-game parlay, and exclusive always-on promotions such as enhanced odds boosts on the biggest events to let you get more action out of every game day. And if you win, they even get you your winnings safely in as little as 24 hours. If you've never tried FanDuel Sportsbook, what are you waiting for? Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app to get started. And be sure to sign up with promo code BIGHEAD so they know I sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code BIGHEAD. Must be 21 and older and present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires 14 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call Tennessee Redline. 1-800-889-9789.
Are you ready to hit the road in your new ride from Gossett Kia on the Pike? Well, check out 2022 Kia Forte LXS, $219 36-month lease. 2022 Kia Soul LX, $229 36-month lease. Both $27.99 due at signing. And how about 2022 Kia Sorento LX, $299 36-month lease. $34.99 due at signing. And you'll always find peace of mind with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. It's time to come see Bobby J. He'd love to put you in a new Kia today. That's Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike. Or shop 24/7 at KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 36-month leases, $650 acquisition fee, 30,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Forte, NE 472,058, MSRP 21,270. Soul, N 782, 8937, MSRP 22,005. Sorento, NG 116, 389, MSRP 31,170. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Kia. Excludes tax title and license. With approved credit, see dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 5/2/2022. Dealer stock only.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253 DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. It's a beautiful Monday in the Mid-South, especially the day after a Grizzlies win. And I was saying the weather's absolutely beautiful, but man, you just got an extra bounce in your step the way Ja came in there and dunked all over everybody's face. Finished it with a little finger roll at the end, a little oopsie-doopsie. What did I call it earlier?
I don't remember.
Man, you're an idiot.
That's a fair criticism.
You are an idiot. You are an idiot.
I'll wear that today.
I'm going to give that to you.
I'll wear it today.
Oh, man.
Tomorrow, though, you better not call me an idiot, though, John. Just today.
By the way, we're about to go to Hardwood where it just feels so dead gum good.
You know, John, I've got. Oh, go ahead. Continue.
No. You got a draft situation.
Well, John, I'm a little upset, to be quite honest, John. I feel a little bit slighted. Like you're talking to Gabe Kuhn and all these people that seemingly know
like
football.
Gabe Kuhn, who played like at the University of Memphis.
Exactly. Like what are these credentials? I mean, come on.
I know. He only went to the NFL too. I know. Talking with Gabe Kuhn about football, or Russell Copeland, who's played in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
So what do these guys know, John? So that's exactly my point. I feel a little bit slighted because if there's one thing I know about sports is it's because I know basketball and I know basketball. That makes me an expert on all sports, John. It's just a fact. You can't argue with facts here. So I'm a football expert. I feel a little bit slighted that you're dismissing my football analysis as though it's some kind of ridiculous joke or something. So, John, I would like to give I would like to analyze a football prospect.
Well, then we're going to do it old school. We're going to have Vanna White spin the wheel.
Well, I'm not as pretty as Vanna, but I do have a wheel here, and each sliver of the wheel has a prospect.
Do you know that she
name
actually
on it.
doesn't spin the wheel? She just turns the numbers.
I told
or letters.
you that.
Yeah,
I told you
I screwed that up.
No, it's okay, bro.
I tried
Yeah,
to
she
sound
does
smart.
No, it's fine.
Did
But
you know that she was in Playboy in 1987?
You mentioned that as well. I like to play girl a little bit more.
But
John,
by the way, hold on. One other thing. This is sad though because I looked this up. Do you know what Us magazine is?
it's like People.
Oh, it is?
I think.
Oh,
right?
you mean the People of the magazine?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Us
Isn't
magazine.
it?
There's a new interview with Vanna White.
Wow.
And it reveals that she regrets posing for a risque lingerie shoot that later appeared on the cover and the inside of May of 1987's issue of Playboy magazine.
Wow.
Risque is a very nice way to put it.
It was risque.
I know, but it's a very
She
nice way to
regrets
say
it.
that she was naked in,
You know
in
who's
Playboy.
attractive from Wheel of Fortune is Pat Sajak's daughter. Her name is Maggie.
Interesting. Very
attractive.
like, is she like on the show or something?
Yeah, she's the social media director. And then when Pat Sajak was out, when he had like the heart attack, she filled in.
Really?
She's like my age. She was Vanna, and Vanna was Pat. Vanna was not a good Pat.
Interesting.
Anyway,
John,
let's spin the wheel. There it goes.
Did Hercules spin this wheel?
Yeah, well, for a while. All right, there it goes.
Who did it land on?
I can't see. Let's do it again.
It landed on a player you had no idea who they were.
No, I couldn't see it. It's going again.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
didn't
it's
even
slowing
know
down.
it
Hang on,
was.
John. It's slowing down. It's slowing down. Oh, this is a good guy here. Iwumia Uwazurike from defensive tackle from Iowa State. John, this guy is, like I said, defensive tackle from Iowa State, 6'6", 316, 35 and an 1/8 inch arms, 10 and 1/8 inch hands. Some strength from this guy, John. He's an accomplished 4-year starter at Iowa State. If you watched Iowa State's defense play this year, you no doubtedly saw this guy. He plays with good technique as a two-gapper over second half of the season, able to battle at the point or drive into gaps for disruption. He's an athletic rusher. He probes. He stays busy through the rep. That's really important. Can go from finesse to a bull rusher at any point, John. He's got a slap spin winning move, and he finishes the sack with full use of his length. Now, John, you want to hear some weaknesses here?
Yeah.
His upfield burst is just average. I mean, it's just average. That's all you can say about it. He allows his pad level to get away from him on the move a little bit. That's a big factor. Below average short area twitch for tackling, not very twitchy. His rush hands are heavy, but they lack the suddenness necessary to play at this high level. And he's got a high center of gravity, John, which, as you know and I know, it limits its success on these counters. I talked to one source. This is a scouting director for an AFC team, John. I'm well sourced here. Are Russell Copeland and Gabe Kuhn well sourced? I don't think so. These sources tell me, John, their coaches rave about the way he's overcome personal adversity and he's become more mature. That is Iwumia Uwazurike from defensive tackle from Iowa State.
Do you think he's a better prospect than my man?
I didn't give my grade,
Brees
John.
Hall?
I didn't give
What's
my
the
grade.
grade? What's
He's
the grade?
a 7.11 grade here.
On the Richter scale?
And 7.11, John, puts him at so I've only done QBs, defensive tackles, defensive ends, and wide receivers, okay? So a 7.11 puts him at 27th on my big board, one spot behind Christian Watson, one spot ahead of George Pickens.
Whoa, there's your grade.
7.11.
7.11. That is the grade from the great Jay Morgan. Follow him on the Twitter at Jay Morgan Harder.
For
and it's
football
just
analysis.
Jay and then Morgan Harder. I'm at Johnny_radio. You can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and it's Sports56, WHBQ.com. We're about to go to Hardwood.
I'm out of breath.
But I got to tell you how we get Hardwood. And we get it from the great man, Dr. Starr, because you know what? My life is better. I sleep better. I used to have bad neck pain, back pain. Everything actually hurts. You know what I'm saying? You're just getting old. Everything hurts. Go get Realigned. Lay down on this beautiful bed, 15 minutes. It's spinal decompression bed. It just stretches you out, get your spine all lined up, your hips perfect. Everything feels so good. Go see my buddy Q and get a massage. See Dr. Starr and let him line you up. Talk to my girl Pam at 901-609-5517. Say, hey, Johnny Radio was talking about Mid-South Neuropathy and Wellness Center, And I called you up because I heard that right now for $99, I can get 4 treatments. That is 4 treatments. At the end of these 4 treatments, your life will be totally different. And again, you just keep going at $99 a month because you heard it on Sports 56, Johnny Radio's Happy Hour. They're at 5118 Park Avenue. The office is at Eastgate. They're open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 1 and 3 to 6. 9 to 1, 3 to 6. Give Pam a call, 901-609-5517, or go online to MidSouthWellnessCenter.com. Let's go to Hardinwood.
This is Access Hardinwood.
I got a very interesting text.
Really?
And I'm sorry that I just have to go here.
Is that a story, John? It doesn't seem like it's fitting for Hardinwood.
My man Matt says, how do I get a job reading commercials? I can do better than that lady y'all got.
That's mean.
I think it's kind of funny.
I could do it.
Well, now, dude.
I could read commercials. Give me a commercial.
Matt,
read,
do me a
John.
favor. Come on up here to Sports 56, man. Let's hear your voice.
We also-
that's a show.
we also
I
have-
can see your voice.
That's
Let me
right,
see
that
your
is a
voice,
show.
Matt.
I'm surprised you knew that was the name of a
Well,
show,
it's
John.
because the little dude in Hangover is the guy who does it.
That's Masked Singer.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, Ken
Oh.
Jeong.
I
Isn't
think
that
it's I
Masked
can
Singer?
see your voice.
Oh, he
Google
does
it.
both. He does both.
I don't know
He
if
definitely does
both.
Masked
I've
Singer.
never seen The Masked Singer.
You've never seen The Masked Singer?
No, I have not. But I have seen
What
I
do
Can
you
See
do
Your
in your
Voice
free
one
time,
time.
John?
I watch Sports Idiot.
Oh.
Now, Randy.
No, John, only today you can call me an idiot, not tomorrow.
Okay, not tomorrow. And by the way, Randy came in here, and I don't know if you remember, we were talking about Tito's earlier. If life hands you lemons, make a lemon drop, make sure it's with Tito's. And I was kind of saying, I should just be able to have a bottle of Tito's sitting right next to me, like Charles Barkley, like pouring drinks as the bartender. And then Randy, and I was like, man, I need a job like Charles Barkley has. Then you took a really mean thing. It was like, well, become a Hall of Famer. Well, that's not happened, jerk. But Randy says, you want a job where you can go to work and drink each day and night? Try your hand at being a sports talk radio show host on the radio. LOL.
Yeah, it seems like you're in the right business.
I
for
think
that.
I think I am. I have no complaints.
John, I Can See Your Voice is hosted by Ken Jeong.
Don't
I
play these
apologize.
games with me.
He's also on Masked Singer, though.
Oh, he is?
And you know who else stars
Wait,
in I
why
Can See
does
Your
he
Voice?
do all these deadgum singing shows?
Pays well.
Oh.
John also starring on this show, Cheryl Hines. You know Cheryl Hines?
She's from Larry David's show. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That's correct.
That's a great show. I used to
Fine
watch. Actually,
program.
I watch that all the time.
Great show.
He's a crazy neurotic.
Anyway.
Now, do you know Larry who Larry Tunsil is?
Yeah, went to Ole Miss.
Went to Ole Miss.
Smoked the gas mask coming out of the draft.
Oh my God, that's what you remember too?
Absolutely.
Like you don't even remember he's a really good football player.
Whenever I see a gas mask, hear about a gas mask, or hear about Larry Tunsil, you got to make that connection.
Yes, and this is something that is also kind of. I'm going to be honest. Do you know I've never gotten high in a gas mask?
I don't blame you, John. There's no way that it
what do you
works
mean?
as designed.
You really?
There's absolutely no chance. It's a funny gimmick. It looks funny.
It looks like
ultimate pothead. Like, oh, that's awesome. He's smoking in a gas mask. No way it's functional. No functionality whatsoever.
Oh.
It has to be absurd.
So he's like Bill Clinton and he didn't inhale?
No, I think he inhaled, but I mean, it's like the least functionality possible.
So you're saying hits from the bong, like Cypress Hill said.
Be a human.
Just be a human?
Just do it
Smoke
normal.
a J?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Laramie Tunsil.
Not to throw stones.
Do you know what non-fungible tokens are?
Yeah, NFTs, John.
Well, I mean, dude, that doesn't say. NFTs are non-fungible tokens.
They're non-fungible tokens, John.
Well,
They're tokens
it has
that are
to do-
non-fungible.
They're pictures,
That's right.
basically, that come to your phone.
On the computer.
On the computer, over the internet, but nobody else can get them because of this, quote, blockchain technology.
Well, it's just like it's like its own number.
It's like a
They're each
baseball
numbered.
card,
It's
but
exactly
cheaper,
right.
in my opinion. Like I like the old school, dude.
Or
I
a
want to be able to
Teletubby.
look.
Not
I want to be able to
Teletubby.
touch them.
Beanie Baby.
Beanie Babies.
It's like a Beanie Baby.
By the way, you know that I know somebody actually. This is kind of a sad
Collects
story.
Beanie Babies?
That collected a bunch and thought they were going to be like worth something one day.
Or do you think we're going to be laughing at people for doing that with NFTs in 20
Oh
years?
yes, absolutely. I also think crypto's like BS too.
Well, it might not be BS, but it definitely has. It could be.
You know what? Let me just tell you something. It's backed by nothing, and I know people
That's
are going
what
to
I'm
say the
saying.
dollar, but the dollar is the petrodollar
right.
of the entire world.
It's backed by Fort Knox.
Nothing. It's backed by dude. The Silk Road dude basically
Isn't
got
the
this
dollar
junk.
backed
going.
by Fort Knox?
No, dude, that thing is empty,
The
bro.
gold
Fort
standard?
Knox, the gold standard's been gone for so long. It's not even funny,
Oh,
Holmes.
is that right?
Yeah, dude. What do you understand what the Fed is?
So we're not on the gold standard anymore?
No, have you seen interest rates go up like a
I gotta talk to my bank then.
My goodness. But anyway, I don't know how I got on this. Oh, yes, because I'm talking about NFTs and Laramie Tunsil. So the day before the draft, which is what? It's today, you idiot. Today's the day before the draft.
What are we talking about?
NFTs.
Oh, NFL draft, John.
Laramie
NFT draft.
Tunsil, 6 years ago,
first round pick,
had the video come out right before the draft started of him smoking the weed, smoking the reefer, in a gas mask.
Definitely wasn't an NFL GM or front office personnel that leaked it.
No, it definitely wasn't.
Definitely
Angry
not.
Girlfriend?
Yeah. Was it?
Angry Girlfriend? Oh, you think it was a GM?
Yeah, we were not a GM, but someone in the front office to try and make him drop so they could
pick him up. Actually,
because that's the business.
You're a genius.
Don't you think that's what happened?
I actually do, though. Actually do. But that was probably one of the best days of the NFL draft.
Because, I mean, that was hilarious.
Dude,
you
everybody
that?
was. Dude,
that was funny,
there was
man.
dude, I remember that.
Me too.
Well, guess what he's doing right
funny.
now?
The same thing.
You can go online and purchase the NFT of the video of him smoking weed in the gas mask, and Laramie Tunsil is selling it right now.
Hey, man, if you're not going to have that kind of an NFL career, you better cash in on it somehow.
Dude, I love it. He's a number one pick overall, former number one overall pick out of the University of Memphis. Not the number one. He was projected the number one overall pick. Did you remember that?
I do.
A lot of people thought he was going numero uno.
Left tackle.
He fell all the way to 13. Ooh-wee. All the way to the Dolphins.
Rick and Morty.
He's had 77 starts.
Ooh-wee.
3 seasons. By the way, he's also landed a pair of Pro Bowl appearances over the last 3 seasons. He's doing really good, actually, in football. But he has decided that he is going to embrace his mask smoking and sell it as an NFT. I've never wanted to own an NFT, but I'd actually like to own this one because this is just kind of funny.
I would just download the picture then, John.
Is it not going to be taken away from other places? Like, what's the point of a non-fungible token if it's still out there in the world?
Well, because it doesn't have the blockchain.
Oh.
I don't know if that's the right use of the word blockchain, but I feel like it is. Anyway, John, I've got a story.
He also says, though, by the way, a portion of the not all of it. He said a portion of the proceeds are going to benefit those who are trying to support those who are incarcerated for cannabis offenses and get them out of prison.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that nice? Laramie Tunsil playing football, protecting quarterbacks, and getting people out of jail for smoking a little reefer.
What a good guy.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, he's my hero.
Hero. That
Hero.
seems extreme.
You think so?
Yeah. John, I've got a story.
Yeah,
you know the company Tropicana. Why, John? I'm always excited when you give me a story, but I say I have a story, and you're like, "Oh, yeah, sure." Okay.
No, I actually know this one, by the way. But go ahead. Did you know that there's lunatics that actually pour orange juice in cereal?
Apparently there is, John, because Tropicana created a cereal to be mixed specifically with orange juice
instead of milk.
Or
by the
with
way,
milk.
Do you have milk in your refrigerator?
I think so.
Do you know since I moved out of my parents' house, like I guess, 24 years ago? Longer than that, 26. Damn, I'm getting old. Do you want to know what happened?
You don't have milk in your fridge.
I've never bought milk.
What do you put on cereal? Or do
I don't
you not
eat cereal.
Yeah, of course
I don't
not.
eat breakfast. You know that.
What's wrong with people that don't eat breakfast, John? Why
Nothing.
don't you
I
eat
drink.
breakfast?
I told you it's two D8 a day and a cup of coffee.
Are you doing intermittent fasting?
Is that what it's called?
When you
I just don't eat until after my show.
After 11 o'clock.
Because I get up in the morning, I'm excited. I get my coffee. I eat a couple gummies.
So you're naturally intermittently fasting then? That's a health craze.
Unintentionally, but yes, I didn't know it was a health craze.
How about that?
Man, I'm on top of the world. By the way, again, so do you eat cereal?
Yeah.
Are you going to buy the cereal from Tropicana?
Probably not. I do want to buy the Lamellos. Have you seen the Lamellos?
Lamello, by the way, Lamello's got the greatest commercials in the world.
The Hulu. That's the one with the Lamellos.
And also, what about him?
The best TV cereal.
Dude, what about also the one where he wants to be Lily?
Oh, I don't.
Just putting in the work. You haven't seen that one, the AT&T
I
commercial?
saw one with Zooey Deschanel trying to be Lily.
No. He just goes into the place and he's standing there, and the guy comes up and talks to him, and he goes, "What's up, little man?" And he's like, "Oh man, what do you just come in here every day?" And he's like, putting in that work. I want to be great.
I have seen.
You've seen it? That's great. And then his
putting in that work.
His dad comes by.
Oh, when his dad comes by, that's my son.
No, he goes, "There's nothing my son can't do." And he's like, "That's a fact." If you haven't seen that commercial, it's hilarious.
How much better is
Life? I don't know what. Give it to me.
LeVar Ball now that his sons are all grown. That's great. He's so much more entertaining now that it's not like some kid that you don't never heard of.
True that.
Maybe not.
I'm sure. I like.
Thank you for blindly agreeing with me, John. You're a good teammate.
And I'm trying. If you can't tell, I'm very there for you. Now, do you know the Miami Marlins?
Yeah.
You're a big fan of them. You like them today, Pablo Lopez. So, did you know that the Miami Marlins had the most pathetic Taco Tuesday deal in the history of the world?
Yeah, where everything still costs $1 million.
No, it wasn't just that. It was a deal, but these were the saddest looking tacos I've ever seen in my entire life.
Apparently, ever since the new ownership came in, they've abandoned the amenities in the park.
You think I'm joking when I say this. I want you to look at these tacos. Go on to the Miami Marlins communications. It's at Marlins Comms. And look at their promotion. They're like, talk about a great deal. Miami Marlins introduced 2 tacos to Taco Tuesday with a game ticket, a beer, and 2 tacos for only $25. Okay?
$25.
Listen. These tacos are the most pathetic things I've ever seen.
$25 for food that you could get anywhere else for like 10. What a deal, John.
10, dude. It's like, dude, have you ever been like there's a like go to Los Cabos? They got tacos for like $2.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. But anyway, that's one of the crazier things that I've seen in a while. Anywho, is that all you had?
Well, John, I think it's time for a break, isn't it?
Yes.
I've got a ton more draft prospects.
Well, I have one other weird story, though.
I won't turn the music off.
Did you know the police are investigating an alleged poisoning?
What?
Yes, a college baseball team and the police are talking. So, police are investigating the alleged attempt to poison a college baseball team by spiking their water jug with paint thinner. I don't know about you, but if you're going to no. Paint thinner has a strong aroma, and I'm sure if you tasted it, you'd spit it right out. Luckily, the first guy that went to drink it poured the water in the jug, took a drink of it, spit it out, and was like, disgusting. They open up the jug, and you can see the paint thinner on top. This is so disrespectful. It happened at Kansas Wesleyan University. They filed a police report with the Lindenburg PD in Kansas. Again, there's a bunch of unnamed people who are victims, but again, they also state that they recognized very quickly that there was something wrong with our water. I don't think drinking paint thinner is probably good for the whole digestive tract. What do you think?
Agree to disagree, John.
And by the way, who do you think would do something like this? Let's just reckless speculation right now.
I don't know who. What do you mean?
Disgruntled, like. Do you know what Diamond Girls are?
Yeah, the girls that hang. They're like managers for the baseball team.
Well, they usually they'll decorate a locker. They'll make little foods and snacks, and they come out and they support the baseball
Wow,
team.
so you think the Diamond Girls did it?
I'm just saying, my daughter is the president of the Diamond Girls in Houston. I know all the sweet little things that they do. But what if a baseball player, and I know a lot of baseball players, they're kind of cocky jerks, let's just be honest. What if they kind of were rude to a Diamond Girl? They'd have access to the water.
Sean, it seems like this might be directed at someone that plays for a certain high school in town.
No. I'm just
I don't want to name the high school, and
No.
put your business out there, but it seems like some young man out there might have been disrespectful to your daughter, and this is your way of getting back at him.
No. I didn't do the paint thinner. And by the way, this was in Kansas, not here in Memphis.
Yeah, but it sounds like you might be,
You taking this as like a good idea?
Yeah,
no.
it's like you're subtly putting the word out there.
I'm telling you this is a bad idea.
Yeah, he's telling you specifically,
Let's
if you
just
go
be
to a
honest.
certain high school, don't do this to the boy that was mean to you.
You're mean.
Don't do it.
You're mean to the daughter. I'm just going to tell you what the 5 finger said to the face.
Slap.
Slap.
You know what the
I ain't paint thinner and nothing.
John, you know what the 5 fingers said to the face?
Slap.
Paint thinner.
You're an idiot. Man, we got to take a break. But I do want to remind you, Him2O, we've been talking about gas mask and Laramie Tunsil's and NFTs. Today is the day before the draft. You can go buy the Laramie Tunsil NFT, where 6 years ago on draft day, it popped out. He was projected to go number 1 in the draft. He fell to 13. And then all of a sudden, a video of him smoking weed, reefer, in a gas mask comes out. You can go buy that NFT. But you know what else you can go buy? Hemp. Delta 8, Delta 9, Delta 10. THCO, THCV, THCP. You can get them in edibles, tinctures, topicals, vape carts, moon rocks. You can get it all. Again, I love the Hometown Hero. I've gotten really into those. But, man, right now there are these new ones, and I'm going out there today. They're called Moon Exotics. Get ready for liftoff. They have 15 milligrams of Delta 10. They have 25 milligrams of Delta 8. They have 10 milligrams of Delta 9. That's 50 milligrams per day. Head on out to Hemp20, 3670 South Houston Levee Road. Check out what hemp can do for you if you care about your health, your wellness, and your lifestyle. Man, they got an answer. Don't touch that dial. The tribal chief of Grizz Twitter on the other side, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Take that for data.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11, here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
The Jeep Celebration event in Ram Truck Month is still going strong at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. Get legendary performance in 2022 Dodge Challenger XST, $398 a month or $32,415. Looking for supercharged and super fast? 2022 Dodge Charger XST, $439 a month or $35,780. And workhorse ready 2022 Ram 1500 Tradesman, $445 a month or $35,890. And don't miss 2021 Fiat 500X, $289 a month, 30 MPG Highway. Plus trade up and get more for your ride at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat. So drive past the rest and come to the best or shop online, GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
84 months at 3.99, 3,500 down. Must finance through Chrysler Challenger, NH1 28,583, MSRP 33,415, Charger XST, NH1 26,525, MSRP 36,780, 1,500, MSRP 39,140, 500X, MP 945, 5410, MSRP 28,560. Includes all rebates and incentives. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/30/2022. Dealer stock only.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Of course, we have everything you need for that big brake job. Right now, you can save 15% when you buy any Duralast brake pads and any 2 Duralast rotors. It's a great way to save while you take on the full job. Oh, and here's a tip for you. Go for a nice, easy drive after you finish the job. It'll help you break in your new brakes. For more tips, visit AutoZone.com/DIY. Restrictions apply.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
If you want to make money in sales, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. If you can sell, Flynn Broadcasting has a great career waiting for you. If you can sell, we have great benefits, salary, commissions, sales leads, and a great place to work. Can everyone sell? No. But if you can, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. Apply today at jobs@flinn.com. Start your career today at jobs@flynn.com. Flynn Broadcasting wants you.
Mentor Memphis Grizzlies' inaugural Mentoring Matters Summit of Tennessee is May 12th through the 14th, with both virtual and in-person workshops and events. To find out more and register, go to grizzliesfoundation.org/TN Summit.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, and I'll tell you one thing. Last night was awesome. It's a beautiful Wednesday in the Mid-South, and it's, weather-wise it's beautiful, but everybody's got a little bounce in their step, not like Ja does, but everybody's just a little bit happier in the Mid-South because last night we had another miracle comeback, and I don't know if you know this. We're talking with Anthony Sane, the tribal chief of Grizz Twitter. We're going to talk NBA. We're going to talk Ja. We're going to talk about Brandon Clark. We're going to talk about Desmond Bain. We're going to talk about all kinds of wonderful things. But I got a little research friend out there named Raider Corey who sent this to me.
Okay.
He said the Grizzlies are the first team to be down double digits heading into the fourth quarter in 2 games and come back and win. Take that for data.
That's data, man.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing that they're alive. A good thing that they're ahead 3-2 in this playoff
tough series.
Playoffs are the playoffs, man. I don't think people understand that.
True
that. We haven't been here in a while, but nobody's going to lay down for you in the playoffs. You know what I mean? I've questioned Minnesota's mental abilities. I've questioned their toughness, those type of things. And they've proven me wrong in some elements of that. I still think they're stupid. I don't think
foul after that last rebound.
Yeah, I don't think this changed at all. I think they're kind of a disjointed team. I don't think they're really connected. I think they enjoy winning, but I don't think they enjoy each other. So I think that's I don't really think they know what to do with Anthony Edwards, et cetera. But anyway,
Ant-Man's a bad
if you're
name,
winning,
though.
man, you're winning. Like there's nothing bad about that at all. If you probably look at the minutes that the team has been behind, Memphis has probably been behind more than Minnesota does, but it's 3-2 all day long with the chance to close it out on the road on Friday. So that's really all I see, and that's all I can say.
If you had to guess, sorry, John.
Go ahead.
If you had to guess, what percentage do you think Minnesota's led of these games? Like over 50, right? Minnesota's led more
Probably
than
over
Grizzlies
50
have.
for sure. I know game 2 we ran them, but other than that, man,
that's right.
we've been down for the majority of the series. So I probably would say we've probably been down probably at least 60% of it.
How disappointed were you in the first quarter, though? Because I had the first quarter -2, and then they go out there and they just score the first, 5 points of the game and get up, 13-2 or something. I was cashing my money already. You know what I'm saying? I was counting it. I was dancing. I was singing. And then all of a sudden, the Timberwolves went on a run. The Grizzlies couldn't make a shot. Ja Morant couldn't make a free throw until the fourth quarter. It was kind of weird. Like they owned the first quarter all year long. How has Minnesota been able to kick their butt in the first quarter, like almost in every game?
We've had a lot of collapses, man. We've had a lot of foul trouble. Jaren, when he picked up that 4-point play, just sucked so much life out of the game early in the game. We've made a lot of mental mistakes. And Minnesota's just crazy talented, man. And the thing about the playoffs is if you got a guy that can create off the dribble and can score, 5-tool type guys like Anthony Edwards is, who can give you mid-range 3-point, take you off the dribble, all those type of things, those kind of guys can nullify a lot of things in the playoffs. And they're able to come out and do those things. The Grizzlies always, throughout the season, look at every game. Every time we play a big that can kind of do some stuff, we struggle with them, whether it's a center or a power forward, whether it's Kyle Kuzma or Julius Randle. Anytime we're playing a big who can kind of put the ball on the floor and make some things happen, Jaren and Steven Adams will struggle against those type of guys. They just have, you know what I mean? And that's throughout the season. And it's kind of a perfect storm with this Minnesota team. But we've adjusted and then adjusted to those adjustments and then adjusted to those adjustments. We found a new one last night that Dillon Brooks works well against Karl Anthony Towns. So it's going to be interesting to see how the starting lineup looks on Friday.
So what if they win the series, though? Let's just say they win this series.
I already told you it's a 69% chance that they win Game 6 in Minnesota and a 100% chance if they force a Game 7.
All right, so they win the series. What do you do if the Warriors had that lineup with Draymond playing the 5 out there? I mean, you kind of got to do the same lineup, right?
I don't think so. I think that you can make them pay a lot because at that point, Draymond Green is going to be pretty much a distributor. You're not worried about him taking you off the dribble. You're not worried about him shooting from 3 like you do with Towns. He's not trying to score at all. He's going to be kind of like they're going to use him in the high post, those type of things as a playmaker, and that's not going to kill you the way the Towns can. And that's the thing, man. I've talked a lot about that. I think certain guys on this team just need a restart. We need a new series. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of matchup problems for us against Minnesota. And I think that against the Golden State Warriors, I think guys like Jaren will be more in their flow. I think guys like Dillon will be more in his flow. Golden State just makes things ugly, man. I mean, Minnesota just makes things ugly. They're a hard team to match up against. You got their 2 guards. You got Beverly and D'Lo. and both of them pretty much are point guards. D'Lo is a scoring point guard, so you can't cheat off of him with Ja. You can cheat off him with Beverly, but he cuts to the basket so well. It's they're dangerous, man. Like they're a lot. They are a matchup nightmare for us, and the fact that we're pulling out these games, it's a relief for sure. But I think we close it out on Friday for sure.
A lot of it has to do, I think, with Brandon Clark and the way he's playing.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, 9 offensive
Him and Bane
rebounds
have been
last
ridiculous.
night, and Desmond Bane's been insane. Desmond Bane's insane, man.
Yeah, he's been killer.
Are you ready to say he's second best player on the team or no?
John Morant's the number 1. Desmond Bane's number 2. Heck, Brandon Clark, the way he's playing in this series, is number 3. Dadgummit. But what is up with Jaren Jackson Jr.? He had a great season, a great regular season. Is it just this series and this matchup against the Timberwolves? Because he has struggled.
Yeah, he's struggling big time, man. It's all mental with Jaren. I think Jaren needs 2 things this summer. 2 things need to happen. 3 things need to happen. I think he needs to work on his conditioning, especially like his lower body stuff, to get his core a little stronger. Because a lot of the offensive fouls he gets is because he's using his upper body to try to get position. Because
just running over people.
He doesn't have a strong base. You know what I mean? So that's one thing with Jaren. I think he needs to work on conditioning, work on his core, work on his lower body. I think number 2, he needs to see a hypnotist. I'm not joking. He needs to see either a hypnotist or somebody. You know what I mean? Like
sports psychology,
yeah,
something like that.
I'm not joking. Me and Dad serious. Like the Grizzlies, at one time had a hypnotist on their.
I got a great shrink. Just tell her to go see Dr. Gordon.
Yeah, and then
Martha, what's up?
And there's also programs where you can get counseling from referees.
What?
I'm not sure if it's active
Really?
referees or not, but the kid, I saw this morning. The kid for the Atlanta Hawks does it. Not Collins, not.
The dude who looks like a lollipop
the young
that
big,
came off the
young
rugs?
big they have. No. The young. What's his name? Chunwu or something like that. The young kid.
Yeah, the kid from.
Yeah, it's something you can do where you can get counsel from referees. Where they'll dissect your game, look at video, and break down what you're doing wrong while you're getting called for fouls. And Jaren, they need all 3 of those things need to happen for Jaren. Like I said, I think it's a bad matchup for him. Period. But I just think fans. I understand the frustration because I'm frustrated. Like it's killing us. But I'm a little bit more patient because I know that you're talking about a guy that's going to be he's a defensive player of the year candidate. It's going to be first team all defense. But mentally, he just can't get out of his head. He can't stay on the court in this series. But hopefully we can get him out of this series and he can get a restart as well as guys like Dylan Melton who aren't having the best particular series who can give more and have given more throughout the season.
That's crazy. So they just sit down with these guys and watch film and just go through every play. And say this is what you're doing wrong here.
And I want to say it's like actual ref.
A guy, 15-year veteran. It says here. I can't find his name.
So, while you're looking and reading, I got a question because
Don Vaden. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Don
That's his name,
Vaden.
Don Vaden.
Great, good name. By the way, Tyus Jones is a great name. One of the best backup point guards in the NBA. You've come on here a few times and told me, don't even worry about Tyus. Understands the situation. He knows. But are there a few teams that possibly might be looking at him now, the way he's performed, especially in the second half of the season and now in the postseason? He's playing great basketball and giving you great minutes. And plus, I trust him when he pulls up.
I'm still the same place with that.
You are?
I mean, if you're looking at guys who are backup point guards who are about to get paid, Tyus ain't first on the list. It's gonna be Jalen Brunson. I mean, that guy's looking like
He's on fire right now.
Dallas to me looks better without Luka. I mean, they're winning. They won with Luka, but with Brunson, they were rolling. I mean, so
Luka was though nasty.
I don't think Tyus Jones is anybody's priority as far as when he's talking about guys. Let me get this guy and make him my starting point guard because he hasn't been phenomenal in the playoffs. He hasn't really done too much at all. He's been good. I mean, not to the point where some team's gonna say, "Hey, let me go." Get this kid $20 million a year. I mean, I don't think that's happening at all. And I think he wants to be back. So
all right, so we're gonna give out an award. I know it's only 5 games in. Grizzlies lead 3-2 in the series. But right now, who would be the MVP of the series for you? Is it Bane or is it Clark or is it somebody else?
You can't do 2, so I can't say Bane and Clark. But if I'm gonna pick one, man, it's gotta be Brandon Clark, man, because I think that a big factor in this series. Because we know what Bane does.
Cutting and his rebounding.
Not just that. It's just the fact that with I talked about this on Twitter yesterday, and it stirred up the JV hive, which was hilarious. But one thing about not being able to play Steven Adams in this series, Steven Adams covered up a lot of the Grizzlies' problems. Like, there's a reason why Ja took almost a 10-point increase because he's got one of the best pick setting big men in the league. in Steven Adams. And he cleared up a lot of terrain for Ja to do his thing. And with him not being there, is making Ja have to work harder. And we're missing a lot of offensive rebounds that we got from Steven Adams. We're not a good shooting team. We're not a good shooting team. So we got a lot of second chances because of Steven Adams. And Brandon Clark has been getting a ton of rebounds. He's kind of he's not doing the pick and roll stuff like Steven Adams was doing. But he's moving around and he's throwing those pounds around in the paint. He's been phenomenal. And he's really helping everyone kind of get back to how things were when Steven Adams was able to stay on the court.
Yeah, he's been balling shot calling now. How can you explain Ja Morant's 3 quarters where he couldn't even make a free throw, looked completely out of sorts, and then all of a sudden has a 4th quarter where he doesn't miss a free throw, doesn't even feel like he missed a shot, drains a 3-pointer, just took over. I know the dunk in the end of the 3rd quarter kind of motivated him and everything, but man, is it just the moment for him? Does he just have ice water running through his veins and he loves the limelight?
Ja's one of those guys who, in spite of him being a superstar talent, we forget that he's still extremely young. Same way we talked about with Jaren. These are very young players. They're 22 years old. And he's got that gene. He's got that superstar gene for sure where when the lights get super bright, he knows how to take it up a notch and not miss free throws and knock down threes when he hadn't been making and jump over guys. And, those kind of things, they turn up in you, man. But I think he's got a couple of health things going on maybe. But, when that adrenaline goes and it's go time, he's one of those guys who just knows how to do it. And that's why I think that we're going to be good in Game 6. I think he's unlocked something. I think he's found a way to kind of get to where he's comfortable at against those guys. I think he found it in the second half yesterday. And I think that I don't expect to get much from Jaren. I just want Jaren to stay on the court because when he's on the court, our defense is phenomenal.
He's fouling. The only thing you can guarantee is that he's going to have 6 fouls.
Yeah, the fouls have been crazy. But I think if you get the best of Ja, or if you get more like you saw last night with Ja, I think we're going to win easily on Friday.
All right, so Ja right now won the Rookie of the Year, now the most improved player. I love what he did taking the thing over to Desmond Bain. I thought that was absolutely so dope. I love Ja. I love everything about Ja. I did bring this up in the very first segment today. The only thing that concerns me, he hits the floor more than anybody I've ever seen. Slides up into the back stand of the rim. Are you worried that does he have to change anything in his game to stay healthy for the Grizzlies' future?
It's kind of complicated because I'm worried about it, but then I also can't be worried about it. You know what I mean?
Because that's his game.
That's what makes him great, man. I mean, that's what makes his game phenomenal. And I think until he gets more of a mid-range game, more of a 3-point shot, picks his spots a little better, he's going to be that guy that's going to be, letting his hair down and just, running into the wind like that. But I'm not really concerned about it, man. Some guys are just superstar players, and they just know how to. I don't really think they know how to, but it just kind of comes with the package, man. They just avoid an injury like this sometimes, man. So it just kind of is what it is.
It is what it is. I know that you're going to be on today from 1 to 3 as you are Monday through Friday with Peter Edmiston talking a little Sports 56 grind time. Anything special today?
No, it's going to be a ton of Grizzly stuff, of course. Still just trying to figure out what in the world we just saw last night about 14 hours ago.
Yeah, that was
none of it makes
crazy. Doesn't even
none of it makes sense at all, man.
Hey, last Thursday didn't make sense.
No, none of it.
Last night didn't make sense, but you know what? Grizzlies are up 3-2 in the series. Listen to all the Grizzlies talk today with Peter Edmiston, Anthony Sane. Don't forget he is the tribal chief of Grizz Twitter. Follow him at Sane Asylum, and don't forget, get all of his stuff because he is the Ralph Lauren of Memphis. AsylumTees901.com. You got any new gear coming out?
No, I think I'm probably going to be done through the playoffs unless they say something else awesome. I might do a call 12 or something like that. I don't know.
Call 12?
We'll see.
Give me a little call 12. Just Ja?
Yeah.
I like that kind of.
I'll see what's up, man.
Call 12, just Ja. It's just his number. I like that. Anthony Sane, 1 to 3, joins me on Wednesday at 12:30 and also is the best Twitter follow in the Mid-South. Now, I got to tell you the best person to take care of your roof. We had a storm the other day. It's beautiful outside. But you know what? The storm was so bad the other day, I was thinking to myself, man, roof shingles are flying all over the place. The water was coming down, and if you have any kind of damage to your home or if your roof is messed up, I have the best commercial and residential roof contractor in the Mid-South, period. It's Brian Elder. You can go to brianelderroofing.com, check him out, or just give him a call, 901-867-0303. Let him come love on your roof. We'll be back in 2 shakes to close things out. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
I'm with the expert. Yeah, that's right, expert. Kyle Storms here with Big Green Egg. Kyle, what can you cook on a Big Green Egg?
Almost anything. You can smoke, bake, roast, sear, and grill. Some of the best barbecue, desserts, and pizzas I've ever eaten have been cooked on a Big Green Egg.
I have to be honest. The last grill I had fell apart on me. I had to throw it away. What kind of warranty comes with a Big Green Egg?
This will truly be the last grill you have to buy. Big Green Egg has had a lifetime warranty on all ceramic parts of the egg since 1995. I talk to customers all the time that have had their eggs for 10, 20, 30 plus years. You can't say that about most grills.
How long has the Big Green Egg been around?
Big Green Egg was founded in 1974 by naval engineer Ed Fisher and has never changed ownership. Ed found out that no matter what you throw on an egg, it just comes out better. And now more and more people find out every year.
Some of the lawyers who advertise on TV say size matters. Well, at the law office of Steve Leffler, they believe size matters too. That's because when you hire the law office of Steve Leffler personally handles your case. With the big firms, you get whoever they hand your file over to, whether you know anything about them or not. When you hire Steve Leffler, you get Steve Leffler. And oh yeah, just like the big firms, you only pay Steve Leffler if he wins your injury case. Hire Steve Leffler, get Steve Leffler.
Something you probably do know. Progressive can not only offer you a great price when you bundle home and auto, they offer you round-the-clock protection. Something you probably don't know? A driveway basketball hoop, including the base, weighs around 400 pounds. Something you probably do know? There's a windstorm coming. Something you probably don't know. A basketball hoop tipping over can poke a hole in a car roof like a can opener. Bundle your home and auto with Progressive and get more than a great price. Get round-the-clock protection. Something you know for the things you don't know. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers and subject to policy terms. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
Are you ready to hit the road in your new ride from Gossett Kia on the Pike? Well, check out 2022 Kia Forte LXS, $219 36-month lease. 2022 Kia Soul LX, $229 36-month lease. Both $27.99 due at signing. And how about 2022 Kia Sorento LX, $299 36-month lease. $34.99 due at signing. And you'll always find peace of mind with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. It's time to come see Bobby J. He'd love to put you in a new Kia today. That's Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike. Or shop 24/7 at KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 36-month leases, $650 acquisition fee, 30,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Forte, NE 472,058, MSRP 21,270. Soul, N 782, 8937, MSRP 22,005. Sorento, NG 116, 389, MSRP 31,170. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Kia. Excludes tax, title, and license. With approved credit, see dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 5/2/2022. Dealer stock only.
I have this one little saying, when things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. Talked a lot of Grizzlies today, and we also talked with the tribal chief of Grizz Twitter, Anthony Sane. He's going to be on from 1 to 3 today. Thank you so much, Anthony. Ja Morant's a baller. And by the way, Jay Morgan, you know the Cardinals are up 1-0.
I saw that. Corey Dickerson.
Yeah, so you might not be an idiot.
Well, but you can call me that for like 9 more minutes, John, then tomorrow, no thank you.
Like, I can't do it ever again?
Never. Well, just not tomorrow. I didn't say never
tomorrow?
again, not
Oh,
tomorrow.
Okay, but that is kind of rude, isn't it?
No, I mean, not if it's accurate. I guess it's still rude if it's accurate.
It is kind of rude. But I will tell you one thing. What the Grizzlies did to the Timberwolves in 2 games, last Thursday and then last night, that was rude. Just ripping their heart out. I don't think they're going to have anything in Game 6. I like the Grizzlies. Ja's on fire. I mean, Desmond Bain, man, and Brandon Clark, the way they're playing, I'm just digging it. But tonight, we actually have 2 games on TNT at 6:30. We have the Bulls and the Bucks. And do you know that the Bucks are a 12.5-point favorite currently?
I saw that.
Bulls are...
No, Bucks are a 12.5-point underdog, right?
No.
I mean, you're right. Favorite.
The Bucks are a 12.5-point favorite. You think the Bulls are going to be favored?
John, I'm a little flustered. I got to be honest with you because I've only given out one draft prospect today, and honestly, there's no one more qualified than me to give draft analysis.
Well, I'm going to give you some basketball analysis. Zach LaVine is out tonight. So is Alex Caruso, Matt Thomas, and who gives a dead gum about the Chicago Bulls? I think the Bucks have the best player in the world in Giannis. They cover the 12.5. I'm going with another favorite tonight. You like that?
Yes.
Sure. By the way, your analysis is
John,
amazing.
I'm upset. I got to be honest with you. I got to tell you on the radio. I'm upset.
Put on your risque lingerie and spin the wheel like Vanna White.
John, you want me to spin the wheel?
Yep,
Let's spin the wheel. There it goes. There it goes, John.
If it doesn't know the player that it lands on, you still have to pick that player.
No, that's not what
just
happened
tell
last
everybody.
night.
You just have to tell everybody that you like don't know anything.
Oh, John, this is a great one for us here at Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. You know what it is?
What?
It's Matt Corral. John, Matt Corral, quarterback from the University of Mississippi, 6'2", 212.
Dude, call it Ole Miss.
30 3/4-inch arms and 9 5/8-inch hands. John, let me give you some strengths of his. I mean, this guy competes hard and plays with an abundance of confidence. He's got hasty ball handling for quick game and RPOs, impressive release quickness, and rips a tight spiral. Twitched up hips to generate drive on window throws. He made a 60-yard throw, John, without having his feet set against Alabama. You remember that. Throws a fluffy, well-placed deep ball when protected. Now, some weaknesses, though, John. He's got a little bit of a slender frame, size falling below the desired NFL mark.
But he did rush the ball 31 times in Knoxville,
John,
son.
He's too haphazard as a runner, though, to sustain durability. He benefits from heavy play action and RPO looks in college. He needs to prove he can become a full field reader, John. He's babies and aims the short throw. Most of his interceptions were layups for defenders. And last but not least, John, his poise to make placement. His poise and placement take a hit once his feet are moving. I've got sources, John. I got NFL sources. This is a director of scouting for an AFC team I'm talking to. I mean, do the other guys have these sources? I don't think so. Just me. He doesn't have the physical advantages that Kenny Pickett or Malik Willis have.
I know he has bigger hands.
But he's a better pure quarterback than either of them. That's directly from a scouting director for an AFC team, John. The grade that I'm going to give Matt Corral, a 7.44. That makes him the third-ranked quarterback in the draft this year, John. He falls 16th behind John Mechie III, wide receiver from Alabama, and Travis Jones.
Do you actually? So you're saying that you think he goes in the? You're saying that? Do you think Corral goes in the first round?
I don't know, John. I haven't done my mock draft yet. I'll give you that's tomorrow.
Oh,
I don't want to spoil my mock draft. No, I know. Let me rephrase
draft.
that. I know when he's going to go. I just don't want to spoil it yet before tomorrow.
By the way, if people do not remember, today is the day before the draft. Laramie Tunsil is putting out an NFT of him smoking weed in the gas mask. Another man from Oxford, Mississippi, went to Ole Miss, was projected to be the number 1 overall draft prospect.
Went where, John?
I said it, didn't
The
I?
University of Mississippi?
Man, because I'm listening to your...
No, you said Ole Miss, but
it's
going to be accurate, John. It's the University of Mississippi.
But it's Ole Miss.
It's the University of Mississippi, John.
But anyway, he was supposed to go number 1, fell to 13 to the Miami Dolphins. He is now selling right now. You can go and find it right now. You can go buy a non-fungible token for Laramie Tunsil. And guess what? It's him smoking weed in the gas mask, not even playing football.
Wow.
I think this is I think this is a baller move. What do you think? Man's been to 3 Pro Bowls in the 6 years in the NFL, making a little extra money. And the cool thing is, do you know what he's doing with a portion of the proceeds?
Saving lives.
He's busting people out of jail who've been arrested for marijuana. And I agree, dude. If you're in jail right now for marijuana, that is like ridiculous. Laramie Tunsil fighting the good fight. Tomorrow's the NFL draft. Ja Morant balled, shot called. We still have 2 NBA games tonight, the Bulls and the Bucks, the Nuggets and the Warriors. But I want to tell you, do you like big old Jeeps and trucks? Do you need to sell a Jeep or truck? Well, you need to head over to Crossroads. They're at 5689 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. You can call them at 385-3377. They do lifts. They put on like big tires. If you just want to get a Jeep already that's all set up with a big old lift and all jacked up, head down to Crossroads. You can check out their inventory without even heading down there. Just go to crossroadjeeps.com. That's crossroadjeeps.com. And if you want to get your truck that you have already pimped out, you want to get some big wheels on it, mud tires, and a huge lift, they have you covered. That is Crossroads at 5689 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. Check them out again at crossroadjeeps.com. Grind time is coming up next. For Jay, I'm John. Get out there, make the world a better place. We'll see you on the flip side. Peace.